No one saw the resolution change for a second. Nobody saw that. Anyways. Oh my god! Oh, let's make sure it doesn't enter the cutscene. I am not getting copyrighted today. Not today! Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Let's fucking go! I am back! Finally! Oh my gosh, when was the very last stream? Let me check real quick. I think it might have been over a month ago now because... one second, let me just lower the audio real quick. Because I moved out, or not moved out, but the movers came and collected my belongings on the 27th of July. And I think I streamed that night before, very, very briefly, just like for like an hour and a half or something like that, that Tuesday before, so the 26th. So it's been exactly 1 month and 1 day. I missed streaming. Feels good to be back, man. I missed you, and I missed Terra. Anyways. Yes, hello again after 4 weeks, a month of, or more than 4 weeks, a month of not streaming. Yeah, these Saturday streams are gonna still be the same time as they have always been, which is 3 o'clock for East Coast lads. But 12 p.m. now, if you are like me, and now on the West Coast. It has been a time. It has been oh, that's not what I wanted. It has been a real time, let me just tell you that. Not a bad time, but last month has been highly stressful, a lot has been happening, but I'm finally a little bit settled down here in California. We had a huge issue, we had many issues with the Wi-Fi for a little bit, but now those have mostly been resolved as well, hence why I was able to stream again. I wasn't able to start streaming again as soon as I'd wanted to, but yeah, it's been a whole issue getting the Wi-Fi installed because our building for some reason, our unit for some reason didn't have a coax outlet, and we had a lot of back and forth management about drilling the hole to install coax, and then we needed to call Spectrum, and then I needed to get a really long fucking Ethernet cable because, like, where my room is the opposite end of the apartment of where the router, the modem needs to live. It's been a whole journey, but I have internet now. I played League on about 200 ping for a long time, that sucked. So I was like, if I can't even play League, I don't know about streaming, I'm gonna be a little more... Well, not even that I can't even play League, but if League doesn't run well, then we gotta be a little careful with stream, because I didn't want stream to crash, because... Hello, Jan! It's me, I'm back! Hi, back. But I'm detailing the story of how horrific it's been trying to get internet. Not internet per se, but, you know, good internet. Because the building we live in actually has Wi-Fi provided by the property manager very, like, generously. I was thinking it's weird at first. I'm like, what building just, like, provides Wi-Fi for every floor for its tenants? And then I realized, I'm like, oh, it's because these units don't have coax outlets. It didn't. So you can't even get your own Wi-Fi. Or you can, but, like, you had to go through some hoops. We had to get, like, a release form from property to be like, yes, Spectrum is allowed to drill the hole and do whatever needs to be done to install Wi-Fi, and then it was a couple of scheduling issues trying to get Spectrum to even come here and install the Wi-Fi, because, right, like, between, like, work, classes, whatnot, like, me and my flatmates had just had to find a time that, like, yeah, worked to install it, and then I had to get a longer Ethernet cable, and it was just a lot. So, like, we have had Wi-Fi basically since move-in, which is really nice. If I had had to have gone, stroke, like, 2+ weeks without being able to use Wi-Fi, I would have just, like, I would have ended myself, not ended, but that would have sucked, because 1, I don't have that much data, I don't have unlimited, 2, it's not even, like, a matter of, like, I want to play video games and stream, it's like, I have work I need to be doing, so, like, not having Wi-Fi would have been terrible, but now we have really good stable connection. I can play League on 53 ping, XD, and I can stream now, and I'm getting the green little circle, like, so, I'm getting good stream output, so... Guess who's back? Back again. Pengy's back. Tell a friend. Yeah! Hey, Kevin! Yee! Hey, Golden Berry! I would say long time no see on everyone, but even longer time no see Goldenberry. How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Also, we're gonna start the game. But we're now at 6-9. We're in the Terra story, which I was really sad to have like taken a huge break from, but been a long time since we've seen yet. Yes, I don't know if you saw in Discord, but I actually moved from one end of the United States of America to the other end. So it's just been a very long month. Again, not like a bad thing. Like exciting opportunities, like new life, a new city, like it's all really great, and it's very lucky to be having this opportunity, but the last month has truly been a lot. A little bit exhausted, a little bit ready to settle back into a routine for a little bit, honestly. I was playing New Udyr. New Udyr seems a little broken. A little. I'm not sure. I've played with some people who were spamming him as support, and I don't know about that one, but, he's crazy. I was playing him yesterday. I think 43% win rate. I think it's just people probably don't know how to react to his new kit, but I don't know. I truly don't know. I do miss old Udyr though. The animation's too funny. You said the wrong times in schedule though. Which schedule? On Discord? No. Everything is in Pacific time now. So, I am now 3 hours behind what I used to be. So, Saturday streams are still the same time in, like, the grand, like, with, like, ignoring the fact, like, the concept of numbered time. Like, well, I guess it is still the concept of numbered time, but, like, they were 3 to 6 on Saturdays. Now they're 12 to 3, which is the same as 3 to 6. But, yeah, no, those are not the wrong times. Those are correct. But, how are you guys enjoying New Udyr? I've never played Udyr. People keep asking me, like, can you first pick me Udyr? And I'm like, sorry, bud, I don't have Udyr. I should buy Udyr. I think I have a shard, but, okay, where the fuck am I going now? Okay, I think we have to go here, right? Yensid. Sussed. He's just like, yeah, you know what? Understandable, have a nice day. I do not see. Been trying different builds. What's been working so far? I literally only play Mord and Aatrox, but maybe some Garen. Right. Them tanky raid boss type champs. Actually, I played Mord and ARAM a couple days ago, and holy shit, I was level 18 full build, taking like pots. That was like my very first time experiencing being a raid boss, right? Because I normally play squishies. I usually play like mages or like enchanter supports. The only like tank support I play is Leona. But yeah, I actually turned into raid boss Mordekaiser. They could not fucking kill me. And I was like, holy shit. I took the second most damage that game, and I did the second most damage. The person who took the most damage that game was a Garen. And the person who did the most damage that game was a Tristana. But like, I was a raid boss, dude. It was wild. I went APN through a blizzard and nuked their team. I also like Chem Tank. Not a fan of Sunfire. I see that people are building Chem Tank. Or that's what I saw in like a... Because I played with people who were like playing some Udyr top as well. Like they went back and forth between Udyr support and Udyr top. When they went top, they built Chem Tank. No one playing Udyr jungle XD. You just sit there menacingly. It's great. I know, right? I just snowball into the whole fucking team, pull, and then just they get so much burn. It's insane, and I heal so much. Mordekaiser's really fun. It just unfortunately, like, I think in like norms that's just like not my playstyle, unfortunately. But in ARAM, he's really fucking fun. Or like in ARAM, you know, you just play whatever you get. So like it's hard to have a playstyle in ARAM, but yeah, because generally, like I said, I play. Fuck you. Generally, I played like really squishy champions. So me stand back, me poke, me shield.
Want some?
Like Terra just does an obscene amount of damage. I feel like, well, because he's auto-based, seemingly too.
So long.
Doesn't use abilities quite as much as like Roxas, for example, or not Roxas, Ven. Trinity did well too. Ooh, okay. I only played him jungle. It's funny, all the jungler, like tank junglers are just like such strong top laners right now. Like holy fuck, I see a Sejuani or Shyvana top. I'm just like, GG, goodbye, I'm AFK. Me FF, me dodge. I fucking hate Shyvana. I mean, I love her, she's a cool champion, but I hate playing against that shit. Hello, fellow gamers! Hello, Snow! How's it going? Long time no see, bud! How's the teapot? Are you excited for the Riot MMO? Not particularly, just not even because it doesn't, it's not to say that it doesn't look good, I'm just, or I'm not like curious, I just don't play MMOs. They're not really my thing. Like, I tried to get into Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm like, I just couldn't. This shit, like, I'm bored.
Master Jensen.
When does it drop? Oh, also today was the demo, like, the demo release of Splatoon 3 was yesterday, and Splatfest and Splatoon 3 actually starts today. Snow, have you checked it out yet? I have not, unfortunately. My Switch is very dead, and I have not charged it. XD.
Yes, Master Jensen. I thought it best to seek the counsel of one wiser than myself.
I am no longer a master. I doffed that mantle.
But sir, wasn't that your pupil I passed on the way in? He had a keyblade.
You refer to Mickey. He too sought guidance here. As a king, he is good and kind, but the weight of a crown has not cured him of impetuousness. He has left with an object whose power he does not understand nor know how to control. Mickey imagines my star shard will be of help in his current quest, and like you, he is eager to use his keyblade to set things right.
I'm not sure I even understand what's wrong. Master Xehanort is missing. And now I've learned, there's a masked boy who is controlling those unversed on the loose.
To arrive at the truth, perhaps you should approach things differently. First, consider them one and the same problem.
Master Xehanort and the unversed are connected somehow?
I must not make assumptions. Find Xehanort, Terra. That is where you should begin.
Yes, sir.
I like how he's like trying to make it like a side comment, like I shouldn't make assumptions, like internal monologue, but then it just like says it out loud.
I had hoped, Xehanort, your heart would no longer lead you astray.
Uh-oh. Amazing teapot is over 9,000! That's a lot of load. How about you? I am doing A-okay. It's a beautiful Saturday.
Master Xehanort.
And I'm at home. But to be fair, all of the weather here is good most of the time, so. That's just a bad MMO. I mean, I would not fully agree that it's bad. I did have some issues with like how the narrative like unfolding and kind of like just in general how the narrative like functioned as a system. But I just think MMOs are really not my thing, honestly. I don't like I barely even like multiplayer games, let alone multiplayer games with like a gajillion people in them. I'll be back. Me is back. My mom called me Mom! For the finale... Oh, the finale for Kingdom Hearts Dark Road released yesterday. It is spicy lore. It's the mobile game that gives Xehanart's backstory. Add it to the list, honestly, of Kingdom Hearts shit that I gotta play. This list is too long, brother. Def not bad. I think old gen MMOs have a lot of issues, especially in the early game. I play MMOs like single-player games. Yeah, I mean, still, for me personally, it's like, again, even when I played, like, Final Fantasy XIV, I played a little bit of, like, Guild Wars 2, like, Guild Wars, well, I did play Guild Wars 2, but I played a little bit of Guild Wars 2 as well, and, yeah, I don't know, something just about it is, like, even if you treat it as a single-player game, like, I just don't really like other people being in the space, like, there's just it just creates too much noise, IMO. IMO, not MMO. That was the cringiest laughter too. Yeah. Back. Welcome back, Snow. Did you bring souvenirs? I just don't think MMOs are ever good. Genre deserves to die, LMAO. I don't think it deserves to die. I think historically, MMOs are super... Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know about MMOs they deserve to die now, but... I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with MMOs. And I think MMOs... They shouldn't die. That you're just not my thing. Too much dedication, too. It's like a job, almost.
You must know about the boy by now. The one in the mask. His name is Vanitas. A creature of pure darkness. One of my making.
Brett.
Vanitas. Are you telling me he came from
Fajitas?
He came from Ventus.
Exe.
Ventus?
Yes. Vanitas is the darkness that was inside your friend. It was an accident. While training with me, Ventus succumbed to darkness, and there was but one way to save him. Strip that part of him away, and thus Vanitas was made. In the process, I damaged Ventus' heart in the most horrific way. So, I did what I felt was right and left him with Heracus. I knew the boy could not stay with me, the man who did him such grievous harm.
I can't tell if this guy is acting or genuine.
Master Xehanort. Ventus has gotten a lot better since then. You shouldn't blame yourself for trying to save him.
Sus.
Well, thank you, lad. You know how to put an old man's heart at ease.
Sus.
So that's what it was.
Aw, small Ven. Every time I hear Roxas's theme in the background, I just want to cry.
That boy.
Like,
Is
the
he okay?
part of
I'll
the
go see.
melody to a bit like Roxas's theme. I think Roxas's theme,
I'm
honestly.
Terra.
Aww.
What's your name?
Ventus.
You can talk. Aqua, come here.
Hi, I'm Aqua.
I like him. Ben is like perceivably younger, but Terra and Aqua are the exact same.
So, are you here to train with us? Where are you from? Who
He
is that
doesn't
man?
have like pupils.
You good with a keyblade? Whoa! What's the matter?
Are you okay?
What did you do?
Nothing. I just asked him some stuff.
Ventus cannot tell you anything. Because he cannot remember anything.
Master, why is Vanitas still free?
Ah, yes. Well, I did my best to contain him the moment he
Oh.
emerged. But
Thank you for the
managed
sub,
to escape.
Nuru. How's it going, teacher's
Vanitas
pet?
uses
You were
the
here like 30
Keyblade
minutes ago.
to sow
Yeesh.
seeds of darkness.
What's good?
Now you see the world's teem with his ghastly underlings.
The unversed.
He has no control over the darkness in his heart. The Keyblade is not his to bear. He's an abomination beyond hope of salvation. Lend me your strength, Terra.
This
Right
guy is so
wrong
sus.
that I have wrought.
But
Wait,
I have no idea where to find him.
thank you for the sub too.
What I can tell you about Vanitas amounts to this.
I missed you
His
guys.
darkness is drawn to the light, which he seeks to disrupt, and then destroy. It stands to reason that he will strike next in the City of Light, Radiant Garden.
Don't worry, Master. I'll take care of Vanitas.
Alright, that was a long as fuck cutscene. I didn't want to interrupt it, but I was like, I got shit to talk about. Anyways, okay, first, the Roxas theme. I think truly of like all of the Kingdom Hearts like themes, or like character themes, I really like Roxas's theme just so much. There's something so like I don't even know. I have a bad vocabulary. It's just so... Something about it just feels very bittersweet. MMOs are incredible. None for me. Why not, Snow? Yeesh, I thought we were friends. MMOs are incredible. It just hasn't been innovated upon for years unless you count Destiny pioneering the MMO like... Light. Yeah, I mean, I think just, like, again, the problem with the MMOs is just they take so much dedication to. They're a very huge, they're a huge time sink, and, like, it's almost like you gotta play them daily, right, is the problem. Whereas, like, I think these days, it's not to say, like, people don't play games for, like, 10 hours at a time, right? I always personally felt that playing an MMO is really hard to play for, like, 15 minutes. And it's not as if, like, I think, like, playing games is drifting towards people, like, wanting just to play in short bursts of 15, like, minutes an hour. It's more just, like, it's really hard to play an MMO for, like, 5 hours a day, right? Like... I mean, that's always, like, I feel like that's just always been, not always been true, but it's been true for a long time, too, because, like, the Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, like, work life has always existed. But it's just so hard, honestly, to dedicate a huge chunk of time daily to an MMO. It just is a second life, basically. So that was, like, kind of one thing that really didn't appeal to me about playing, well, I mean, specifically MMORPG, because I was, like, playing Final Fantasy XIV and Guild Wars, but... That's right, I can use this again. Let's fucking go! And I fixed the notifications for subs and shit. I was still in bed. Oh yeah, it's Sunday. For some reason, I don't know why, but I thought today was Sunday. But, well, I mean, today is Sunday for you, Naru, but it's still Saturday for me. We're even bigger time gap now. What time is it for you right now? Roxas rocks ass! Sir, he's a minor. Roxas and Riku for me. I like Riku's theme a lot too, but Roxas is just... makes me want to cry. I'm playing the Splatoon demo. Are you playing Splatfest right now? How are you liking it? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if I'm gonna... I really want to buy Splatoon 3 when it like comes out. I think, what, on the 8th or 9th? Whatever that Friday is. But I'm just like, oh, 60 bucks. I'm so poor right now after moving across the country! Like Genshin, yeah, I mean, like, Genshin is, like, easy to play. Like, I mean, that's also how gacha games like that work, right? They don't want people sitting down for, like, to grind it out for, like, 10 hours at a time and then not play it again for a week. They rely on people playing every single day for 15 to 30 minutes. 7:26 a.m. right now. It is 12:27 p.m. for me. So, I'm 5 hours ahead of you, if you think about it. Exy. Just opened it. I saw Nuru was showing me a gif that you can't squid bag anymore. Roxas is technically 364 days old, not even a year old. Exactly, sir, a minor. Where are we going now? I hate that it tries to, like, magnetically pull you to the track. It's hard to get off of it. Ah! I haven't saved in a while either. I haven't saved yet at all since starting stream today. Hair is so... I washed it today and it's like a little too like loose right now because, like, you know, it's all clean. I'm trying to like keep it tucked behind my ear so it doesn't fall into my face.
Unversed. This can only mean Master Xehanort was right.
I was about to say unversed, like, as after you said unversed, I'm like, very perceptive observation, Terra. But then he actually made a useful conclusion, right, that Master Xehanort is right, and I'm like, oh, now I can't flame this guy for just aggressively saying unversed. Like, thanks, Captain Obvious. Watch 358 days to get your heart ripped out by an Roxas's existential crisis. I hate that.
Take that. Want some?
I gotta remember to use my abilities just so I can just level them at least. Because even though, right, clearly, I think Terra's more of a auto-attack based character. So, but doesn't mean that he doesn't have abilities at all, right? So.
You're done.
Bonk! Oh god, big boys.
Take that.
Wow, I just one-shot that fuck. You see how much damage I'm doing to them? Like, what the fuck? I think, wasn't it you, Eon, or Immortal Code that suggested playing Terra first? Honestly, maybe playing Terra first might have been a little easier just because you don't have to worry so much about managing cooldowns and cycling through abilities. Like, all of his basic ability, his autos do so much fucking damage. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, my cure didn't go off because I didn't have Leaf Racer. Suffering. I'm suffering, alright. Hungry, actually. That's what I am. I ate breakfast like an hour ago. Why am I already hungry again? I don't want Gold Rush. I need to fix his command deck. Or his ability sequencing after this combat. After this fight.
Want some?
Bonk. You died. Shut up. Oh, guys, by the way, everyone should just go check out Kevin's modathon. It finished recently, and the winners were announced. It went off.
Heal.
Let's cure before I get fucked and can't heal. What? Which analog stick was I supposed to jiggle? I saw it pop up, but I don't remember which button it was supposed to be. Or I didn't see which one it was supposed to be. Left? Okay, got it. Bruh. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. Come here, you little bitch. I'm so sorry, I'm eating a mint.
Want some? Heal.
Oh, I didn't mean to use Kara, but it's fine. Oh, this is so annoying. Where am I? There I am. Oh! Gonna run around like a little bitch for a little bit while Kier gets off cooldown. Oh, Aqua. Forgot about that. This game used to be on PSP, so oh right, so they only had one, so it was super clear. Hello, let me down. I forgot I could Aqua it up for heals. Go away. So I can't interrupt that. I just have to wait it out. Maybe it can be interrupted by something other than the abilities that I didn't use. What the? Mr. L? Who's cheered? Wait, I didn't change damage for cheering bids. XD Omega lol. It's not Lumi. Anyways, hello, Mr. L. How's it going?
Gather.
How have you been, my friend? Long time no see.
Want some?
Holy, what was that? That did a lot of damage. I'm just button mashing triangle at this point.
Thunder.
Okay, it's gonna pop once it hits its duration, so just don't let it hit me. There we go. What's it at?
What's
Oh.
Master Xehanort doing here?
Yeah, what is he doing here?
Maybe he found something out.
Radiant Garden. We need to trash up. Been good. How are you? I've been doing all right myself. It's been a hot second, actually. Yeah, it is good to see. I mean, I feel like even. I mean, I've been gone for a month. I haven't streamed in 1 month and 1 day because I was moving. Not sure if you saw it in the Discord or had heard the announcement, but yes, indeed. I moved across the great American country. I almost said continent. I'm like, well, that's not true. I didn't move across the entire continent, but I moved across the entire country. So we are here now, out in Los Angeles. I have started school again, which has been wild. I saw and heard. Alright, let's fucking go! Goddamn, Pengy, stop talking about yourself for 5 minutes. Just trying to get all these chests, but... Yeah, I'm so excited to be back. I told Lifefire a while ago, I'm like, I want to stream again! And gosh, ever since March or April-ish, things have just been real doo-doo, right? I haven't... streams were down to 1 or 2 a week max. Which way did he go through? Was it this way? Or the other way? I think across the courtyard. But yeah, hopefully, I have my work schedule sorted out and I have my course schedule sorted out. So hopefully, I think it's Mondays 5 to 7 Pacific, Thursdays 8 to 10 Pacific, and Saturdays same time as always.
Remember this address exactly.
Winnie the Pooh.
Excuse me, Your Elderness.
Huh?
I believe you dropped this book.
Did I? Oh, I'm very sad to say this isn't one of mine, but what a remarkable book it is. This unassuming volume seems to have the unusual effect of awakening one's innermost abilities.
A book that makes people stronger? If it's all right, Your Elderness. Might I have a
Elderness.
closer look?
The name is Merlin. I'm a powerful wizard, and I'll have you know a lot of wisdom comes with age. Anyway, as I said, the book is not mine, but I'd be happy to keep it here for you.
Thank you, Merlin.
What happened to Elderness? How do you even come up with Elderness? Okay, where's the save point? I haven't saved in 13 fucking years. Didn't even move to New Zealand, shmeh. I know! I mean, I don't know if I told you guys, I know I told Nuru, but when I was looking at grad programs, I actually very much so considered doing a graduate degree in New Zealand, but did not in the end. How's school, nerds? School is alright! It's weird being back in a classroom again, but it's great. Honestly, like, I've always really loved academia. I very much love, like, reading and then being like, and then just going afterwards to argue with people about like, this don't add up, IMO, and shit like that. I really like academia. And it's getting a little busy. It's getting a little busy already, but that's a good thing. Good kind of busy. Also, that's a lot of schlurps. Alright guys, are you ready? Oh my god, that was such a mouthful of water by the end that I had to like swallow it in like 4 separate gulps. Yep. School is underrated. I agree. Also, I think like so far I'm really enjoying the structure of a lot of my courses. That's 3 of them in particular I think I'm really enjoying the structure. It's working very well for me. I mean, obviously I've only been to each class like what, twice at the most, but it's I'm really excited to keep going with the program. I mean, that'd be bad if I'm just like, this sucks, I'm gonna drop out. So it's a good thing that I don't want to drop out. Tell me cool stuff you learn. I mean, depends on what you define as cool stuff. How do we turn these on again? Do we hit them or? I forget. It's been a while since I played this, so. Enemies to fight, free grinding, let's go! Go away, there we go. Probably not very cool if you're using my, shut the fuck up. I'm not even actually taking a modeling class this semester, unfortunately, or an art class. It doesn't fit into my schedule. My schedule's kind of actually insane. Like, I am so busy. Not so busy, but like, pretty consistently every day I have to go to campus from like 11 to 6, basically, whether it be for like work or class or like, we already got some like small projects going for some of the courses, so like my teammates and I already like set aside like times that we want to be meeting basically for the next 4 weeks. So it's whatever you think is cool. I'm taking this one class called Systems. How do we get on this again? There we go, like that. I'm taking this one class called Systems Design, and like we're like the first intro, like we can give an overview of the course where he talked about the syllabus in the first thing. It was like talked a lot about like computers as emergent like systems, and I was like, afterwards I was like, bro, I got thoughts, I gotta argue with you, and he's already like, read this and then come back and we'll talk, and I was like, bet. Download on the library, read it, and I'm ready to just like fight this guy. Not fight, but like, it was honestly truly like the most mushy my brain has felt in about a year or 2 years, which is nice. I like when I feel a little bit perplexed by complex thoughts. Ah! Oh, I don't know why I got so scared by falling. Jump scare. But yeah, it's really, like I said, I really enjoy academia. I really like reading like essays and whatnot, opinions, and like, no, my money! It disappeared because it took too long for me to pick up. Let me up! There we, Jesus Christ. Yes. Oh my god! Jeez. It's so not sensitive when you're trying to like climb up platform up. But yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, there's also like one professor that like, I mean, he did my interview when I was applying to the program. Let me up! Applying to the program. And I already like, he has a lot of thoughts also about like people who don't play games make the best, not best designers, but like theory that like, right, if you don't play games, you're actually kind of a, like, that might make you a better designer. And I'm like, honestly, bro, I can feel, like, I very much, like, have agreed with that sentiment in a lot of ways, for the last few years. And, like, not entirely, obviously, like, if you just play a lot of games and you just acquire a different level of, like, literacy, right? Just because you're just experienced in a lot of games, but, like, something I always talk about as my example, for example, right? As my example, is when I first played Mario Odyssey. Odyssey, why did I say it like that? When I first played Mario Odyssey, with my roommate a couple years ago, she's grown up playing video games, and primarily she's grown up playing Mario games. So obviously this can't be a phenomenon with all games, because Mario is a franchise, a long-standing franchise, and like people have a mental model of how Mario games work. That's not true for example, every single game, right? Like if you go into Stray, you have no fucking clue how that game works because you have no previous experience of it. But like, I mean, you understand how a game, for example, like Stray works because you have general game literacy, because you've played games that function mechanically similarly, like systematically similar, so you understand how to navigate. But like specifically in the context of, right, a Mario game with a Mario mental model, and I was like trying to figure out how to get to this one. There was like something in the ground, I think, and I had like, there was a glass cover over it, and I was like, how do I get that? And she was like, do a ground pound, and I'm like, what is that? And she was like, a ground pound. Have you never played a Mario game? I'm like, no, I haven't. And like a little bit down the road, just like not like 5-10 minutes later, we encountered ground pound in the, like, because it was still tutorial-ish part, but, or like not tutorial-ish part, it was like the desert, I think, right? The first area you go to, where it's like, and Odyssey's open world-ish, so obviously like you can get ground pound that like ground and get that coin at any time, and then like after learning it, they'll expect you to come back, because again, as an open world, like they kind of want you also to be exploring even places that you've been before. So it's like a thing to bring you back after you've learned how to do a ground pound to get it. And it just helps like players who know how to do a ground pound fast forward through the tutorial while still having a tutorial for players that don't know. But like, that is when I very brutally realized, like, since I didn't play video games growing up, since I didn't play Mario specifically growing up, but in general video games, I didn't have this understanding. Like, I did not have the literacy to be like, do a ground pound so you can smash the floor and pick the coin up, right? And I think, like, it's not to say it makes people better or worse designers, but it does lead to a very different type of, like, your experiences with that, I think, will very truly lead to a different type of design. Different kind of literacy, yeah. So, I think this professor specifically, I didn't actually get too deep into the weeds, because I didn't actually, like, speak to him in depth about it, so I don't remember if he said specifically quote better designers or different designers, but like I think he might have honestly truly said better, because at the same time, like, it is a little bit, for example, if you were my roommate and saying oh, just do a ground pound, if you were designing that, you may likely have never even tutorialized how to do a ground pound because you just assume people know how to do it, but that's not right? You can't assume that, even if it's a long-standing franchise with a huge, like, basically, like, I mean, right, it has, like, Mario games has its own language, and you can't assume everyone knows how to speak that language, but again, if you were well-versed in it, then you might forget to design a game with a tutorial. Like, that's not right. I had a small argument with Carson about that different kind of literacy. That's why diversity in backgrounds is important for game design. Yeah. I mean, interesting. What were the two contending views on this? I'm actually quite curious to hear this. The game doesn't tell you how to do ground pounds. I think it did eventually. I'm like 99% sure it did eventually. Because even when I was playing like Sunshine, or not Sunshine, Galaxy, it taught me how to do Ground. Have you seen Sakurai's new game design YouTube channel? It's great. I haven't. I know you posted about it, and he was like, please subscribe. I'll never ask this of you again. XD. But I haven't actually watched it yet, or seen any videos. Why am I so down bad for Splatoon 3? That is so fair, though. It's Splatoon 3. We should all be dead! Oh, help, leave me alone. We should all be dead? No, we should not all be dead. We should all be down bad for Splatoon 1, 2, or 3. I can't wait to get the game, honestly, because I really do want to also stream. They're going to have like a hero mode, right? A single player. I can't wait to stream those. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to change so I don't have the gold brush, because I don't want that. I had an eye-opening moment in college when I handed someone my game and they didn't know how to move or look around. FPS game, they don't know how to move around. Exactly. Yeah. Like, this is something I was thinking a lot of, because a couple years ago, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but I made, like, a game for my mom, too, and, like, this is, like, when you think about it as, like, it's not even just, like, an experience goal when you're designing a game, it's more like a player, it's, like, a specifically player-tailored approach, right? So I made that game very specifically for my mom, in that, like, my mom doesn't know how to fucking play video games. She barely, like, she knows how to point and click, that's it. So I made her a point and click. And yeah, you just gotta, I think, be really careful about what you teach players how to do and what you don't, and what you assume people do and do not know. And it's always better, I think, to err on the side of teach them something, even if you feel like it's a dumb thing to teach them, even if you're like, everyone should know how to use WASD to move. But if there's that one person who doesn't know how to use WASD to move, they feel incredibly bad about themselves, right? And that's not what a game should do. A game should provide a fun challenge, but it should never make you feel stupid. We were talking about hiring processes and how he was telling me about how it's important to show. I'm reading and at the same time button mashing X, and this thing is getting fucked. So you know what? It's working. Good enough. Oh, I can't D-link with Aqua though, so I can't rely on her for emergency healing. Oh god, we fought this guy's then, but I don't entirely remember how this fight goes. I may or may not get fucked here. I'm gonna get fucked, yeah. Wait, let me just read real quick though. It's telling me how it's important to show that you are knowledgeable about the game of the company you're applying for and enjoy it. But I was saying that people who don't play games at all transfer from other fields and how their perspective as theater designer can be more valuable than someone who researches games all the time. Well, I think, or was he saying specifically that you should know the game that the company makes, or just have like, right, game literacy? So like you just know a lot of games, because I think no matter what, when you're applying to somewhere, you should be able to demonstrate that you understand the basics of their product, no matter what. Because otherwise, you're just mass firing. Like they don't like. Even if like you're a theater designer, you should still recognize, be like you should still what do I say, like recognize that you understand. For example, like if you're applying to like if you're applying to, I'm actually drawing a blank so hard right now, and I mean that's also, I would say, like if for example if you're applying as a theater designer, you're presumably applying as some sort of like level design or narrative role, like environment art, and I think it's still important to recognize how your abilities fit into that game specifically. But I think in interviews you definitely don't have to show high game literacy at all, right? Like you don't have to tell them that you understand how Portal works, because they probably don't give a fuck about Portal if they're making like an open world action adventure, right? Pokemon games suffer from the I think every long-running series have you played an insert franchise? Yeah, and if you say yes, it skips the tutorial. Pokemon games suffer greatly from this. not having this. How much does it depend on what your target audience? That's a good point too. I think target audience is like if you're making a game for hard, like I think I might have said this before too. Like we were talking I think a while ago about like comparing something like Metroid Dread to Dark Souls, right? They're like Metroid Dread is I think probably on the end of the spectrum of like difficulty for Nintendo games, right? Which is weird because Nintendo games are very fairly known, like, or not fairly, they're like commonly known for family-friendly games, right? That anyone can pick up, but like Metroid Dread is like just the far spectrum of it, and like it's one of the harder Nintendo games, but it's also not as hard as games like Dark Souls. So in that case, like they're trying to reach a hardcore audience while still looping in their family-friendly, or not family-friendly, but all age-appropriate playable vibes. But you know, for like a game like Dark Souls where they're really just trying to reach out to this very like community of hardcore gamers, like that's okay too. But I think it's just like I'm having a stroke. Yeah, it's that's my whole thought there. It's definitely nuanced by like who you're designing for. We bash it on Pokemon, we're never bashing on bashing on Pokemon. Also, hello, Honey Badger, how you doing today? It is not bumfuck o'clock, it is Saturday. How you doing? Kinda, I don't care about the recent design philosophy for Pokemon, but that could also be because I aged out of the target demo. It might be, I don't know. Pokemon games are... I've never really played much Pokemon games, just like studied them, and they're really different now from how they used to be, I think, still. Over-tutorialization is also an issue. I think it is when you're... But it's more just a thing of that just needs to be done gracefully, right? It's not necessarily like, you know, like if, for example, in an FPS, like if you just had like a light gray overlay that, like oh, a cutscene plays and then you spawn the player and it just like somewhere like in like the top left of the screen it just says like, oh, use WASD to move and like use mouse to move, but you're also freely able to do that while that shows up. Like, you could call it over tutorialization, but it's not obnoxious, right? Because to the person who knows how to use WASD to move and knows how to use the mouse to look, they're not really gonna see it. But it's one of those things that just becomes so detrimental that if you don't have it, to people who don't know how to do that, I think. Yamper felt so odd, Big Booty. I get what you're saying. I get questions about other games in interviews a lot, though. Nintendo games are hard. I think, like, again, they're hard in their own right, but at the same time, they're not as hard as Elden Ring. I mean, I guess it depends on how you define hard as well, but, like, hard in the general understanding of, like, how much effort and time do you have to put into this to get good at it if you have a very, like, if we were to put everyone at the same level of, like, starting, like, you know, they've played a video game before, but they're they're not someone who plays it daily, like, and, like, grinds really hard, right? I think, like, it's just really about the level of time and effort, and not even just, like, effort, but research and, like, external resources that might have to go into it, too, right? Like, you need to pay a lot of attention to, like, I would, like, getting good at mechanics, too, and you have to pay a lot of attention to how the world behaves, and, like, you're probably Googling stuff, too. But, like, I will say, like, I feel like I can play any Nintendo game without ever having to Google anything, because everything just, it kind of exists there. Unless, like, again, I'm, like, grinding out Koroks, but that's different. That's just a completionist thing, but it doesn't change my understanding of how the game fundamentally works and how I can get around obstacles to begin with. I think endgame content in Mario is way harder than Souls games. I've never played any of the endgame content, so maybe it is. Whoa, why did I just go into windowed mode? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. I think it's because I, like, went a little AFK for too long or something, or, like, I don't know, I hit something on the keyboard. Hehe, Elden Ring. I still have yet to play Elden Ring, but then again, it's not really my kind of game. I think Nintendo games are pretty easy in general, but they can be hard. Yeah, that's what I think, like I said about baseline of level of difficulty, is that Nintendo games are a lot easier to just walk up to and pick up and learn in a short amount of time. And from the beginning, right? Like, again, I feel like there's no Nintendo game that I, I picked up and I just felt like I couldn't play the game at all to begin with, right? And then, of course, they get more and more difficult, because as the game goes on, you get more challenges, and, like, that's just how... It's not to say that, like, they don't want the whole game to be easy baby. Like, they want to have a ability. They want people who want harder content to have something to do, but it's not as if the game is tailored specifically for people who want hard content, right? I think post-game content are incredibly hard. Yeah, you mentioned especially like the new Kirby, right? I really want to play that game too. And Metroid Dread was pretty hard. Stream Lib if you want to give it a go. Yeah, I really want to stream. I really want to stream Kirby and Metroid Dread. Sam said I could borrow his copy of Metroid Dread if need be. But I'm a little more interested in Kirby just because I like Kirby. But, again, me poor right now, honestly. Just moved cross country, had to buy a lot of new shit. What the fuck? Where'd it go? It's clipped to the wall. Okay. Because they're about player skill. You can't be over leveled in Mario. Yeah. For sure, for sure. Because, like, yeah, that's something I always say about, like, Kingdom Hearts, right? Like, I don't love grinding, but it's always nice that grinding is kind of an option. And I haven't really enjoyed a lot of the bosses in Kingdom Hearts that you can't grind through. Not because I want to grind and just get over-leveled and one-shot my bosses, but because it's just a weird thing of, like, wow, this was, like... I've always felt that, like, this is how the combat system worked, and, like, just in general, the leveling system, like, if I get enough levels, I can beat anything. But then when there's actually something that's not like that in Kingdom Hearts, it's just a little bit bizarre, in my opinion. You can see Elden Ring from my stream library if you want to give it a go, Pengy. Oh, whoa. Honestly, I've had a lot of professors like tell me they'd love to watch me play as like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Souls-like, because they're like, you'll either be incredibly good at it, but not because you're good at the video game, because you're just so fucking lucky, or you're gonna rage quit. And I'm like, or not fucking lucky, but it's like just because like, honestly, that's another thing about like approaching games as from like a non-gamer perspective is like a lot of. You have a different type of ingenuity. Not to say it's better or worse, but like you try a lot of things that people don't really quite think of because you don't have like an arsenal of like, oh well, this enemy looks like the weak point is probably its knees because of the art design or something. Like you don't really quite have that same like quote library and like literacy of understanding. So I'm just gonna fucking wail on this entire thing and see what works. Oh my god, I'm getting fucked. I need to stop talking, truly. I need to stop talking and just play the fucking boss. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, my professors in, like, our intro, like, our first classes, while, like, talking about the syllabus, were suggesting, like, you know, have game journals, or, do you guys, like, write down your thoughts about, like, or, like, they suggest, you know, like, every time you play a game, you know, like, have a pad and paper on your side and just, like, write down your thoughts. Do you guys already do this? I'm like, it's called my Twitch stream, XZ. I didn't say that. That would have just been such a, like, asshole thing to say, but in my head, I was like, it's called Stream. Because I was, like, also realizing, like, we have a lot of really, really intelligent and engaging discussion on stream, which is something I really enjoy about having all of you around. I did game journals a bit in high school. Yeah, in the last, like, 6 months in particular, I've been trying to get a little better about writing stuff down because, like, again, this was stream is... Did I export some of my VODs? Like, this is what stream is for, but, like, am I gonna go back and watch these streams? Well, I mean, am I gonna go back and read these, like, journal things? But, yeah. Alright, me focus on boss fight now. I've been talking too much about game literacy and, like, ingenuity and approaches to design and approaches to play. XD. I'm hungry. I want some eggs now, honestly. I've been wanting eggs the whole morning, but I had some leftover, like... Or not leftover, but, like, I had a yogurt that, like, I needed to eat. So I had a yogurt parfait for breakfast, or brunch, I guess? I ate breakfast at, like, 11. It hurts! I don't really remember how to do this fight, honestly. I think last time, honestly, I got a little fucked during it. We didn't really beat it. Like when I played it as Ven, for example. Not for example, but like when I played it as Ven. The laser attack is a little bit annoying. There we go. We have to dash under it, I think. Because we can't outrun. Oh! Reverse! Reverse! That's actually funny that it reversed because I would have dashed into it if he hadn't reversed, honestly. So. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Everybody clap your hands. Oh, HP. Nom nom. Nom nom. This stream, again, I've been really missing stream for the last, like, month. And these streams are just wild. We have, again, intelligent conversation about like systems, emergence, like game literacy. And then we talk, and then I'm just like, I'm nom nom HP. This is why I don't watch the VODs, honestly. I feel like I sound so fucking stupid in them. Honestly, Aqua's tanking a lot. I'm not really drawing their aggro, which is quite nice. Oh! 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 I smoked too soon! I smoked too soon! That's awkward. I'm gonna grind a little, honestly. I miss talking about game design. True. It's like like I was saying earlier, the lecture that I was in about systems design. Like that was honestly, this week has been so great. Like it's been really busy, honestly. Like again, I have to go to campus every single day, and it's exhausting. You know, like I take care of myself fully. I buy my own groceries. I cook all my own food. I clean my room. I clean the bathroom. I clean the dishes. Like I do everything on my own, and it's really exhausting. It takes a lot of time, but especially like getting back. Like I get back from like school at like 7. I have to leave every day by like 11. But I very much enjoy like academia. It's funny because I'm actually pursuing an MFA right now, but they introduced a new not a new program, but they said essentially now students who are in the master's program, doesn't matter like, or who are in the interactive media and design master's program, they essentially said, like, if you want to get a Master of Arts, just a Master, then you can actually skip your thesis, because if you're more interested in just, like, picking up skills and going straight into getting a job in the industry, then, like, you should probably skip the thesis, or the 3rd year, because it's a 3-year program, but if you do a Master's of Arts, it's 2 years. And they said, like, only really pursue the MFA if you're kind of interested in possibly doing, like, teaching or research in the future. And I'm like, I kind of am. I don't know about teaching. Oof, teaching hard, but let's add another ability. Fuck, man. Let's have another cure. XD. What fruit scares you the most? Funnily enough, I don't really like durian, which is weird because like durian as a fruit. I will eat durian if you put it in front of me. I don't mind. But, like, I don't like the spiky texture. Same thing with, like, pineapples. It's kind of weird. But, like, I'll eat a pineapple, but, like, I don't like looking at pineapples. Also, them bitches be, like, dense. You throw a pineapple at someone, bro, they got a concussion. I prefer to discuss with others after playing games, so I'd like to know if others challenge my thoughts on the design. Yeah. I think, like, arguments about design are super, like, it's hard to generalize design, right? So it's going to be really contextual. Like... Or like, for example, you can't have an not you can't have an argument, but like you need to have examples when you have an argument, right? But then like your examples need to have a thread. You can't just talk about like, I mean you could, but yeah, it's a little harder, I think, just to talk about game design arguments in a broad sense because there's so many different types of game design. Goblin brain activate. I know. No. Today on Twitch, local streamer actually engages in intelligent conversation with chat. Local Twitch streamer reveals she can read. Talk about putting your feet in your mouth. I know, right? So hello, Mortal Code. How's it going? How you doing, my friend? Long time no see. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been getting through the heat lately. It's been really hot up in the northeast. Let's see if we can meld anything. Nope! Where's my finishing command? Oh, I forgot I had shot lock too. It's been too long. Oh, finish command setups. I don't want gold rush. Fuck that. I only have gold rush. Are you kidding me? We'll just finish them. theses results in some great games that get picked up. Yeah, I mean, again, but the thing is, like, doing a thesis as a whole, it's a lot. It is quite a lot, and you know, some people are just really just like, hey man, I really just want to be a gameplay programmer. I don't want to answer some creative question that I've had in my mind. Like, yeah, so that's what the MA is kind of for. Never had a durian. It's not bad. People dog on it a lot, but it's not bad. But pineapples are so tasty. Two of my favorite games are USC thesis games. Yeah, I know USC is like really popular, like, or not popular, but like USC has a lot of student games getting picked up. Local Twitch streamer has a stroke. Yep, that's me. Oh my god, speaking about the topic of being able to read, I ran into the most horrifically rude guy the other day. Not horrifically, but he was so rude. I was on campus and he was asking where like the arts library was, and I'm like, sorry, I don't know. And I cracked a joke saying like, I don't know how to read, so I don't go to the library. And he was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll just go find someone who knows how to read, you know, not Gen Z. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm making a joke. And like, I was there with a bunch of my classmates, and they were like, what was that guy's problem? Like, yo, like, and I'm like, dead ass, dude. Like, why was he? I was making a joke. I'm like, obviously I know how to read. And I'm just like, I bit my tongue because I didn't want to be rude, but I just really wanted to be like, okay, boomer, and like, what do you want? What are you even doing fucking on campus? What, are you like 15, don't have a degree? Many people do not have a degree and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just really wanted to smack this guy. You don't need a college degree, but I really want to. Oh, this guy pushed my buttons. Oh my god, I need a grind! You know what? Fuck it, we can do it. Full send, we can do it. But we are gonna grind these little babbies while we're at it. Hello? Let me down? It's funny, they only let me flip up on an edge when I don't want to flip up, and then when I'm actually trying to climb, it doesn't flip up. Hilarious. I have to go, but it's nice to have you back. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I stared at it like 10 times and I just never read it, but thanks for stopping by, Jan. It was a pleasure to see you again. Hopefully we can link up when you're in California in a couple of weeks. I, however, might be grossly busy that weekend. Cause yeah, I'm on one of my friends' thesis projects. She's a third year, and holy crap, I'm the engineering lead for her team, or I'm the lead for her engineering team, and holy fuck, we have a lot to get done in the next 4 weeks, which makes sense because like we're laying a lot of like groundwork and fundamental stuff so that other teams can do their shit, but it just means it's gonna be a lot of work for us. So. It is already a lot of work for us. I was already like worked on it for a little bit this morning before stream already.
Take that.
Oh my god, I swear. Okay. I thought I wasn't gonna make it for a second. I would have actually been mauling, bro.
Want some?
I always forget that I can dash in air. And now that I remember I can dash in air, I can't stop dashing in air.
Want some?
Also, I still clipping through the wall. Weird. I lost my train of thought as I was talking about the enemy that clipped through the wall again. What was it called? Omega Lol? I keep having to open this chest because I keep hitting continue, not retry as well. No, I want to hit this guy first. Because that guy's actually so annoying. He's just going to keep blasting me from 10 miles away. Am I confused? I'm confused. Oh, right. Everything is inverted. Take that. Demolished. Oh my god, I just one-shot that guy. So fucking strong. Bonk. Oh, I missed. Because it's a bird. This. I'm gonna get out of here. Those birds aren't really worth it. There's just two of them. They're so hard to reach. Alright. Gajillion. This is only the third try, I think. We got really close last time. Again, we were lucky that I truly don't really understand how to trigger aggro pattern, not aggro patterns, but like, you know, it's very helpful honestly when they aggro Ven or something or Aqua. It's really annoying when they aggro me.
Want some?
Okay, it's a laser. Okay. Zoop! Zoop! Fancy feet! Forget, can I poison this guy? Okay, let's focus on one component at a time as well. Let's not split the DPS. Where is it? Whoa. Fucking hell, I hate this move. It's a good thing I have 2 cures now. Wait, where'd the other one go? I was wailing on one and it almost died. There we go. Where'd it go? Oh, it... Oh, HP. Nom nom nom. Okay, I think this fight, it definitely works to play... Oh my gosh, play it slow and make some space. That scared me a little. Like, not even because it hit me, it just like jump scared me. Actually, honestly, I should cure right about now. This is a slow move, so it's not going to interrupt my heal. Oh!
Take that.
Did that hit? I don't even know.
Heal.
I'm stuck in a corner.
Heal.
I missed. This guy is literally one. Oh my god, he's 1 HP. I'm molding, dude. Can you get down here so I can hit your fucking arm? Thank you. I got a little Aggie there.
Want some?
Oh. I dashed twice. Whoa, whoa! Stand behind Aqua, let her tank it. Laser time? Can't touch it. Oh, I think it. No, it didn't hit me. Can't touch this. Yeah. What? Oh, I almost went into it. Oh, I attacked by accident. Oh, he's almost gone, actually. He's almost dead. Where is he? One hit. There we go.
Terra!
Then, now!
Come on!
Got him.
We make a good team.
Sure do. Oh yeah, I got you these tickets.
For what?
Lifetime passes to Disney Town. You said to
Forgot about this.
to take 2 grown-ups.
2 grown-ups, bruh.
You mean us? Listen to me, Ven. We need to get you home.
It's okay, Aqua. Trust me, that guy in the mask is history. He'll never badmouth Terra again.
You saw the boy in the mask?
Yes?
Vanitas. Ven, you let Aqua take you home.
No way. I want to go with you guys.
You can't. We have a dangerous task ahead of us. I don't want you to get hurt.
And what is this dangerous task, Terra? It doesn't sound like what the Master told you to do.
Bruh.
It might be a different route, but I'm fighting the darkness.
I'm not so sure. I've been to the same worlds as you, and I've seen what you've done. You shouldn't put yourself so close to the darkness.
I'm really starting to fucking hate Aqua. I mean, I know we already watched this cutscene
You've
before,
been
but
spying on me?
what a
Is that
bitch.
what he said to do?
What a pretentious bitch,
The
honestly.
Master's orders?
He was only...
I feel like once I play Aqua's section, I'll change my mind again. But yeah, even from the Ventus perspective,
Just stay put. I'm on my own.
Aqua was getting a little on my
All right.
nerves.
Terra, please, listen. The Master has no reason to distrust you, really. He was just worried.
What's your favorite retro game? How are we defining retro game? How retro?
Master Xehanort is the only one I could still count on.
You must be Terra.
Who the fuck are
It's
you?
that old coot. He won't stop asking for you.
Oh, it's this guy,
I
right,
came all the
right.
way out here to get you, just
The
so we
Organization
clam
13
up.
looking guy.
What do you mean?
Ha! Do I have to spell it out? Xehanort, whatever he's called. You know, my prisoner.
You're apparently not a very good liar. Master Xehanort would never let himself be caught by a thug like you.
As if. I got the old coot at my mercy. See for yourself. I'm holding him underneath the outer gardens. Better show up before I lose my patience. Ciao.
There's no way it's true. But no harm in looking.
What you think is old? I guess if we're thinking really retro, I actually really enjoyed playing the original, was having a stroke? Not Mario. Donkey Kong. I think. Mega Man is real fun too, but holy fuck, I'm so bad at it. Is there a save point around here? No. Okay. Mega Man was fun. Yeah. But like I said, I'm actually so fucking terrible at Mega Man. It's horrific. Oh my god. I'm dashing across the whole fucking courtyard here. Oh, I didn't mean to heal myself, but it's fine. Oh, free grinding. I'm just really I'm really bad at platformers.
Want some?
My favorite all platformers now I think about it. I feel like a lot of old games have platforming in them. Ignite OP. Can I meld anything? Let's see. I know we like just checked. Oh, we can meld Cure with Cure. Get some Curaga up in here. Let's. I know, like in the final fight for Ben, bringing a whole stack of fucking heals. That was so funny. Anything else? Nope. I don't really like sliding dash all that much. Honestly, we should just work on leveling up some stuff anyway, so let's get rid of all these that we have maxed out. We'll keep strike rate just to have some damage at least. Metroid, Castlevania, Mega Man, Mario. So many M's.
Want some?
I truly don't want to be fighting you guys. I just want to know where I'm supposed to go for the next part of the quest. Oh, I went the wrong way, I think. Yeah. What do you think of Genshin 3.0 so far? It's okay. I don't... It's fun getting to explore again, but like, I'm so over like all of the quests, bro. I am so over all the gating in this game. Which way do I go? But it's fun. I really like Sumeru. I think it's probably... I think it's more beautiful than like Liyue and Mondstadt. I'm really enjoying the environment. I think Inazuma's really pretty, but like I think Sumeru is more just like stunning, honestly.
Drift. Want some?
I got so pissed with the design I want to make a video about it. You should.
Take that.
I mean, we talked about it a long time ago because, right, we've had these issues since, like, Inazuma released. But, like, right, it's a paradox. Like, Genshin people complain about not having enough content in Genshin. But why do we not have enough content? Because you encourage speedrunning it so that we can get access to events, right? Like, you encourage, like, there really needs to have the ability to pause a quest, or, like, hangout events have it, right? Why can't we abandon a quest in the middle of it? So that we can, like, proceed with other stuff and then not have to speedrun. Getting so much grinding here. My laundry just finished. 1 second. Oh, also, yes, my apartment here is so nice. We have a laundry machine. I usually put it in for 2 cycles though, because the dryer is not the greatest, so I just give it an extra. I usually put it in for like 2 hours of drying. So I just hit the restart on the cycle. Or it locks natural explorations of the environment in general. Yeah. I'm honestly so confused about the Withering Zone. I mean, that I don't mind quite as much. But not within the context of how Genshin's world map in general is designed and how exploration in the game functions. Right? I think, the map is so big at this point, especially if you're a high AR player, it's really quite annoying that I can't go there. Because I'm also thinking about, I don't like, you know, in like Breath of the Wild, when you can't really go to Gerudo Desert, or like it's hard early on because like you have no HP and you don't have the items you need to like do the heat, like, or not get pass out from the heat. Like, I think that's okay because it feels more natural as a course of action to be like, oh yeah, or like it's not natural, but it's like that's a problem you encounter when you're low level, right? Or just haven't played the game, low level in the game and haven't encountered a lot of like environmental stuff, like environmental surroundings, and you haven't crafted the items you need. So again, that's like natural because it's just a property of being low level. But when you're a really high AR player in Genshin and I can't go into this fucking Withering Zone, it's quite annoying. Or like I can't get into this building. It's annoying because at this point we're really, really highly experienced, but we're treating this area as if like we're level 1. And when you direct a player every step of the way and leave it open-ended, the player is left confused because you put the player in a mental state to not operate and just follow directions, not think. Yeah, I agree. It's I don't know. Genshin like is trying to have like the perks of like being a complete game, right? And then like. But the problem is it doesn't work for Genshin, right? Because it's a rolling release. It comes out in patches. The regions come out in patches. And so like the player experience is very, very not linked up with the development cycle, right? So.
Master Xehanort!
The old coot certainly knows how to take punishment. Just
Sus.
like I know how to deal it out.
You monster! What are you after?
That thing right there. It's called a keyblade, isn't it? Yep. Seems like these days everybody's got one of those. Even Grandpa there. When I nabbed him, he told me all about it. What a weapon like that can do. How could I not want one?
But you'll find they're picky about their owners.
If I heard the old guy right, you're what they call Keyblade Master material. So if I defeat you, that makes me the real key slinger. If you catch my drift. Not the most polite way to go about it, but what can you do? One more step and the coot goes boom. You think I'm gonna fight fair? As if. That key's too powerful for us to go mano a mano. For a Keyblade Master, you're not very... what's the word? Good.
What are you doing, Terra? Fight!
But Master, you'll...
Never mind me. You must fight. You can't let this ruffian win. Think of your master, Ericus. The shame he and your fellow pupils would be forced to bear. Use the Keyblade.
I really don't know if I trust this guy or not.
So much for the bluff.
Alright. I think the Lord of the Land is pretty interesting. These are a bit weird. We have Google Glasses now, though. Yeah, that was really funny. It was like, looking, I was like, bro, why are we so technologically advanced? But it makes sense. But I really, really like the city. It is gorgeous. It is truly, like, stunning, in my opinion. Like, I just really like the design of it. I got to Sumeru City this morning, and I was like, oh, wow. I hadn't seen any of the leaks, or I haven't even watched this 3.0 stream, honestly, so I had no idea what it looked like. So it was really, really cool. That was a really nice moment that I hadn't experienced in a really long time in Genshin, so that was really nice. Alright.
Gotcha now. I can see you.
How do I attack?
I can see
Well,
you.
wait, what's my goal here? Just run and don't get hit, or...? Okay. We might die here because I didn't understand what I was supposed to do there. I thought I was supposed to, like, try and parry it back. The architecture is gorgeous, yeah. And I think, it's not even just gorgeous, but it's like, walking through the space feels really nice. Something I still like I haven't like really fully like sat down to think about it, but I think walking through the space itself just if the space feels more vibrant than any of the other cities. Architecture is my greatest interest in the game. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, like, or yeah. Sorry, not about you, but, like, for me specifically, I agree as well. It's specifically about, like, just level design, too, not necessarily just the architecture.
I can see you.
You know what? I'm just gonna spam dashing. I was trying to strategically dash, but we're just gonna spam this shit. Okay. Slight iframes there because it was a cutscene, which is nice. Ow.
Okay. Reload. Okay.
So, when he's upside down like that, it is best to not try and hit him. Just dodge until he comes back down on the ground. Oh my god, he takes such little damage. Is he weak to magic? I might call Aqua on Terra. The verticality helps a lot. I think it's not even just like the verticality. I really like this, like the flow of the streets specifically. Like, kind of thinking about it. But I know you were very, like, you talked about verticality in the chasm too. I know you were huge on verticality. But yeah, I think it's the winding streets on top of the verticality, right? What? Winding, like, snake roads on a flat plane also is not very interesting, but...
Gotcha now! I can see you! Take that!
What a bitch! He dodged!
Okay, heal! Ha. Reload!
Oh, I should try and parry it.
Okay.
Okay, that was better.
Take this!
I went the wrong way. I'm running to the city right now to get more of what you're saying. I mean, it depends as well. Like on, I'm pretty sure my experience walking through the city is going to be pretty different from yours. But again, I kind of just enjoy the vibrancy of those streets. They feel more alive and actually. That's something in particular I really don't like about Mondstadt, the city, because I'm like, bro. It just building. But this actually feels as if like this is a home. People live here, right? And people not even just live here, but people do trade here. People do stuff here. Like there's proof of life and society. United, bitch. How am I supposed to deflect that? Grinding. I think this is the densest city. Yeah, for sure. Again, it's also one of those things that's like fascinating because obviously the Genshin devs, like after making this game for 2 years and probably studying the community and in general, like having made this game for 2 years, they understand a lot. Like that's always the cool thing about like rolling development and like patch-based releases. It's like, oh, you can see that the designers are learning and getting better, and it's not even just like they become better at design. It's also just like, oh, I'm pretty sure they've worked out a lot more technical specs too to support having this much density in the city on all devices.
So long. Take that. So long.
Have you been to the other city yet? The port city? Is that what you're talking about? I think so because I did the quest, or I'm trying to do the quest, the camera one. That's it though. If there's another city, I haven't been.
Want some? Fire! Drift!
Yes, I haven't actually explored it. I only went to like the base area where you meet the guy for the quest. But I have been there, yeah. I really like it too. I really like the port. I really liked sailing into it. That was really pretty. And I just really like that really big old ruin guard ruin, like with all the moss grown over. And like I'm actually really excited, honestly, for the narrative of this, cause like I think at the part like Paimon is like, oh, well, not Paimon, but it's like it seems as if like they really like someone said that it's like, oh wow, this is a people that miss their Archon a lot, right? And like I'm kind of curious. I sailed into it, which is such, yeah. I think it's like, they kind of strongly encourage you to sail into it, right? There's a very easy ship point, and it's like, it's kind of hard to cross. It was really beautiful. Let's not die while grinding.
Take that.
Yeah, we're just gonna grind a little bit. What level am I right now? Level 16. Okay, let's maybe get to level 18 and then we'll try the fight again. Not related at all, but I'm thinking about getting a new headset. Does anyone have any suggestions? Nothing wrong with the one I have right now, but I don't really, it kind of hurts wearing it for extended periods of time. Don't love it so much, like, on my head. I actually don't know what the IRL culture architecture is based on. I mean, it's supposed to be kind of Middle East, right? If I'm not mistaken. Which I know, like, means a lot of things, you know, I guess to like, broadly speaking, that's the generalization. Can you get back here, you fuck? Oh my gosh, fine. Yeesh. Can I walk off of it? So can you guys believe we're like halfway, like, I mean, we're halfway through Genshin Impact. I remember remember how last year, like, I mean, I gotta say, Hoyo, I almost said Hoyo. Hoyoverse had some real sus business practice, not business practices per se, but like, you know, their practices of kind of like they realized that like their main game was making a lot of money, and then so they were like, oh, let's try and extend this development, see if we can make more money, because this was at the peak of like people spending on it, right? And people were like, be like, bruh, you're like, and then that's also, I think, yeah, I kind of wonder what the lifetime of the game is supposed to be now at this point, because honestly, I don't really feasibly understand how they could stretch the game out to be 12 years. I don't know how they can stretch the main story to be 12 years, but like 12-year life cycle is absurd, right? Or not life cycle, but like 12-year release period is absurd, absolutely absurd. I think it was them being like really greedy and like thinking that they can stay on the top of the world forever, but you know they can't. No game has really showed like that type of success. Even like games that have been around for a long time, like League of Legends. Like, I really wonder what like the spending on League of Legends is now compared to maybe what it used to be. Wow. I mean, that's different. Not different, but in a sense of like a game like Genshin where there is such like you can, I think, Genshin has a completion state in the sense that there is an end to the story, right? So at some point or another, they have to finish this story. They can't just not finish it, because if there's there's no sense of progress, if there's no sense of like moving towards the end of the game, quote quote the narrative end, like obviously it's gonna be post game content. Who knows? Like after Kanara or whatever, after you fight Celestia, they can still have content. But like there is a narrative conclusion to this game, so they can't keep extending that. You know what I'm saying? Because the longer that they just like push that, the more the disinterest that people lose, and they get frustrated. And it's like, I mean, just look at I don't know about like what your friends list looks like, but like about a year ago, like I had a lot of random people add me on Genshin just because we were co-op or whatever in the Wind event, and it's like, oh. About half of those people, about half or 2/3 of the people that I met through the event haven't played in 6 months, because you just get simply tired of waiting. And like, the problem is, it's been too long that like, you know, if it's like, oh, I didn't play for a week, but then a huge new story drops, it's like there's still a little bit of like reminiscence and allure to that. But, like after 6 months and a new region drops, like you're so fully moved on from your life in the game, and like you don't even remember how the game works, right? There's always some aftermath or another you can add. There is, but like I think it's still, in a sense, like Genshin is a narratively complete game, right? If they wanted to add another narrative that is as like big to the scale of what the narrative is in this game, it would be Genshin 2, right? Like you can always add small things. Oh, Fitz. Thanks again, Mr. L. You can always add just like small things to give players something to do, but it's hard to really continuously engage players or like be really attention grabbing when like the main narrative is ended. And Genshin has a main narrative that has to end. Genshin 2, yeah, like they can do that. It's just they can't keep Genshin going for 12 years. I think that's absurd, honestly. Like, if they just look at how much their player base has already decreased, like, it's just proof that their model is not sustainable for 12 years. And, like, that's also already including honestly, the content. Thank you for the bits again, Mr. L! All little hearts. I actually kind of like the default bit animation. It's kind of quirky in a way. But yeah, like, you can even tell that, like, the content they design now is not new player friendly. They're not picking up new players. Imagine the motherfucker that just pulled... Imagine the AR-10 person that just pulled Tainari. What the fuck are they gonna do? How are they gonna get their materials? They can't trade. Do they speedrun the entirety of Genshin to catch up? Like, the game is so tailored for people who have been playing for over a year now, at least. Or playing basically since, like, at least not 1.0, but, like, since the first patch, right? They started playing before Inazuma dropped. Like, that's so scuffed. Like, I truly don't understand why they don't introduce a trading system. Like, that would fix so many of their problems and make the game relevant again. But I think, like, Genshin's death is literally gonna revolve around, like, their problem with gated content, gated materials, gated everything. Because, like, I gotta say, I still play Genshin daily. I'm still, like, addicted, in a sense, because I play the game every day. And, like, days that I don't play it, I feel sad, right? Not sad, but, like, I'm just like, oh, fuck, I forgot to play Genshin today. So, like, I'm still addicted in a lot of ways, but, like, Genshin's, like, a dying game, bro. Even I feel this. Like, I had friends who were like, Genshin Random Story Star went into retirement. Yeah, like, good point as well. Like, I was talking to Carson a while ago, and I was like, are you ever gonna open Genshin again? He's like, probably not. Like, maybe when Sumeru drops, but like, it dropped, but he's never opening that shit again because it's been too long that it's simply irrelevant. There's no allure, and there's nothing worth returning for.
Want some? Here, take that.
They hooked their whales. Yeah. But the problem is, like, can whales really sustain them for 12 years? No, they're realizing that. So obviously, like, even though, like, it was leaked that they had a 12-year business plan for Genshin, like, that's not gonna work. They're not gonna be able to run this game for 12 years. Not because, like, they can't do it. Like, well, like, they could, but it would be insane. Like, they can do it, but it would be insane. Again, 12 years of Genshin? That's wild. At that point, like, some of the whales might even have left, right?
Want some?
Like they've probably already lost most of their like not most, but they've probably lost many of their dolphins too. So like whales would have to be spending so much fucking money per whale to keep Genshin afloat. I also got sick of having to grind for 30 hours to get to the next story quest. Yeah. Again, so much gating. Gating. It's a shame. They do some things that, well, it'd be nice to see more improvement in listening to the audience. Yeah. I honestly think, like, even though it's like a joke, like, hee waifu, hee husband, like, I think there's a lot of things that Genshin does really, really well. Like, I own it, like, they're, like, was I having a stroke? But their combat system, like, despite, it doesn't, it obviously, like, they can't have a traditional team comp in the sense of, like, DPS, tank, support, whatever, because, like, it's a single player game. But I think Genshin achieves a super deep and complex combat, like, system despite being a single player game where it's like you are kind of restricted a lot in the types of combat that you can engage in at any, like, once at a specific moment because you're only one person. And I think the combat system is just like fun to play with too, right? Ether! I'm hungry. My stomach is actually rumbling. I'm tempted to go get a snack. Something that's been really nice about my new apartment is my old apartment, right? The sink and kitchen were always horrific. My roommate was the worst. You guys remember that I talked about her a lot. Sink is always, like, pretty much always clean in this apartment, and, like, I can eat my meals in the kitchen. Because, like, I used to eat all my meals in my room. I didn't like it. I don't want to eat in my room. Like, one, it feels kind of gross, and afterwards my, like, not to say, not, like, it's nice if your room smells like food. That's a good thing. But also at the same time, I'm like, oh, if I, like, have to, like, wipe down all the tables, and it just feels kind of gross eating in your bedroom sometimes. Like, ooh, I don't want no bugs or anything. So I get to eat in my kitchen, which is really nice. I don't have any snacks at all in my room whatsoever. If I want to go get a snack, I go to the kitchen. But right now, as me stream, me can't grab a piece of chocolate. Well, that was really fucking close. That'd be so awkward if I die grinding, honestly. I hate these birds. They're so annoying. Don't get me wrong, combat system so much and the characters are so cool. Love all of them, their design and their personality, and all the stories I played through were really interesting. Yeah. Like, Genshin also has a really wonderful narrative, I think. A compelling narrative. And it definitely also has some really interesting written, like, characters, male and female alike. Interesting, especially from a Chinese company perspective, interesting challenge of a lot of, like, gender expectations and stereotypes. But yeah, Genshin just does so many things very poorly as well. But I want to do next month a week vacation to London. Ooh, that'd be exciting. That'd be really fun. We're in London. Also, I'm actually gonna go grab a snack. Be hungry. I bought peanut butter cups yesterday, and I want my peanut butter cups. Alright, I'm back. Narrative is well researched, but the delivery is often not great. Also, this update does have me on the edge of my seat with the cultural insensitivity. Can you give an example, Kevin, of what you're talking about? I mean, like, I already know that I agree with that sentiment in general, like, cultural insensitivity. Genshin's always been a little bit culturally insensitive. Again, Chinese company, Chinese devs. I don't want to be stereotyping, but, you know, like... And who, like, obviously everyone everyone developing Genshin has their own opinions, and it's not representative of, like, the individual people, but again, but again, also, I don't want to stereotype, but, you know, Chinese people are known for being a little bit racist. Sorry, I'm eating another chocolate. But, yeah, Chinese people are stereotypically known for being a little bit racist and exclusive. So I already kind of know intuitively what you're talking about. It's just that I haven't played enough of the event, or sorry, not event, the patch, to know specifically what you're talking about. But, like, you know, look at how much whitewashing there is of the characters, right? Like, these are all, like, white people white. Pretty sure majority of the people in the Middle East are not that skin tone. Not to say there aren't people that are that tone. Obviously there are. But the skin tone is just not representative, I think, of the culture it is based on, right?
So long.
Where the fuck did he go? There you go. Alright, fuck it. Oh, Bizarro. Okay. Full damage, baby. Leaf Bracer, let's go! That's so nice. With my whitewashing, definitely oversimplifies and things stereotypes, but I can't make a judgment yet so far in the quest. The Air Knight's darker skinned character have been represented as thieves, untrustworthy, non-academics. Exactly, yeah. You know, this is anime, right? And like that, this happens a lot in this genre. What is slot edge? Fuck it. Wow, this fucking sucks. I wasted my Kuro. Honestly, I'm just gonna grind to level up shit. People use the excuse that it's a fictional world, but you can't ignore the obvious parallels and inspiration how it represents people those cultures related to. Yeah, I mean, remember a while ago also, it was like found out that they use, I think, Native American rituals and like the dances as part of those rituals as inspiration for the Hilichurls, right? It's not okay. But at the same time, we're still playing this game. Much moral gray area, honestly, with how we like to talk about our personal views and then how we engage with media. Wait, they what? Yeah, Hilichurl dances are based off of like indigenous rituals.
So long.
No ethical consumption. Every creation has its problems. Yeah, just makes things good places. It's so hard to quote quote be a quote quote good person in a conventional way, right? Everything is just brutal to nuances. Because I don't think playing Genshin and enjoying Genshin makes you a bad person, right? And like even like you disagree with some of their development practices and inspirations, but it doesn't like. By playing it, does that mean you're saying it's okay for them to do that? In a way, you kind of are, but also you're also not, right? Or like, in a way, I guess in a way you could argue that you are, but that's really not fully true, right? That's not a fair evaluation. So, I don't know. Complex. I'm gonna buy another Ignite. Can I? Oh, I can. Poggers. Elon Musk is based. True. We stand Elon Musk. Her quests are always so funny.
So long. Freeze! Fire! Want some? Want some? Take that!
No, okay, so we can't slow his rolling. I hate this bird enemy. Honestly, we might go grind other worlds because I'm just getting a little sick of this area.
Thunder! Freeze! So long! Fire! Want some?
Oh my god, he's literally, do you see that? He's like no HP. His HP bar is gone. Same criticism goes to Zelda as well. Yeah, it's funny because the Zelda was made at such a different time. Like when it first came out, it probably wasn't being like looked into at the same amount of scrutiny as like Genshin is, because of like, you know, Genshin, now we have the internet and everyone is woke, right? That sounded like a little bit mean. I mean, as in like we have the internet, so everyone can kind of research and form their own opinions on a lot of things, and like information is accessible, right? We wouldn't know that the Hilichurls are actually very culturally offensive to indigenous like populations unless someone had leaked that onto the internet. But Zelda was at a time that, like, you can't really do that. And at this point now, people are like, oh, well, you know, it was of that time. Like, that's not an excuse, obviously. But funnily enough, you know, it gets away with a lot of it. A lot more of it. I mean, modern Zelda games also have the same issue, of course. But probably to a different extent and scale. Oh, excuse me, I have a hiccup. Land of Departure. Can I go here? Can I? Is there anything to grind? JK. This is our original world, so Cinderella's home is a good place to grind, actually. And apparently there's still some missing treasure chests, so... Oh my god, I'm one-shotting these guys. Oh my god.
Want some? Thunder! Want some?
But because I'm one-shotting them, I'm gonna get less XP. Representing quote-quote in primitive cultures. Respectively, keep it difficult when making them the baddies. Yeah. I mean, solutions just don't make them the baddies, right? Why not go ahead and just, you know, make Americans the baddies? I can get behind that.
Want some? Fire! Take that!
Or, you know, deal with Americans as baddies in a very culturally insensitive way. All enemies should be Kingdom Hearts enemies. You know, I'm just wheeling on some boots. Little green goblin looking ass. Oh, okay. Maybe not the little green goblin, but you know, some of those enemies are just little boots.
Take that.
Like, look at how much less damage they do to me too, because bumpity bumpity bibbity bobbity boop. Bibbity bobbity bop.
Thunder. Want some? Freeze! So long!
Level am I? Oh, I'm already level 18. Wait a minute. I said I'll get to level 18 and then try the fight again, but fuck it. I'm kind of having a good time just grinding and vibing. We'll try the boss again in a little bit.
Fire! Take that! Take that! So long! Thunder!
I do a lot of research for this for D&D because one of the representation cultures in my world, they have my own fantasy twist on them. It's a unique and respectful manner. Well, Kevin, if only everyone in the world had the same amount of respect that you did. you go through here? Oh. Not sure if I can get that yet. Why is this area, like, this corner specifically, really dark? The way to do it probably piss off a lot of people too. Hard to please everyone, yeah.
So long.
It's always just about the intention behind what you're doing. Hello? Let me. There we go. It's like stun lock for no reason.
Fire! Take that. Take that.
Well, we've already played Terra's story for 4 hours already. I just said already like 4 times. Wild. Ooh, I didn't know about this. This area. I mean, look at how little damage they do to me.
Take that. Thunder. Want some?
Hard to know the intention of it. Yeah, I know.
Take that.
What is this? Is this one of those shadow thingies that I can fight? Oh. Can I interact with it because I'm in combat?
Fire! Want some? Take that.
So fucking strong, holy crap.
Want some?
What's this? Examine. I didn't save all this grinding, by the way, so. Actually, I had. Yeah. In the antechamber area. Upstairs where we found that chest, so. Oh my god, come here, assholes. Slow.
Thunder.
So what's our goal? Just defeat as many as we can in like a minute and a half, I guess. We're at a minute 10 now. If I recall correctly, though, these challenges don't really have any particular rewards to them unless you reach a certain threshold. Oh my god!
Freeze! Fire! Want some?
Look at that.
Thunder!
What was annoying about this is like he was in a corner and I still didn't hit him.
Freeze! Fire! Want some? Want some? So long! Fire! Take that!
It's not like the challenges from Kingdom Hearts 2. Those were hard, those fights, the shadow thingies. I forget what they were called. Think of the EXP from that.
Want some? Thunder! Freeze! So long!
Nice. So I have Leaf Bracer, which is nice. So I can cure without getting interrupted. Excited for any new character in Genshin? I'm excited for Kusanali and Al-Hathaim? I forget his name. So excited for them. And Dea? The one that people keep saying is Shinya knockoff. Really none from the next patch. I'm thinking about playing. Oh, Sino. Right, I'm really excited for him. Actually, I saw his leaks today. And he looks pretty cool. I feel like because he was also the character that was like leaked a long time ago, or not leaked, but like we knew of his existence for a long time because of the manga. And I'm like, I had more interest in him. I had more interest in him from a long, like at first than like Kole and stuff like that. He looks cool. Nilo? I'm not sure yet, honestly. She looks cool, but I don't know about her kit. But you know me, I want to collect all the fucking characters. So, me greedy, me roll. Dance! Dance queen! Hello, Sampleton! How's it going? How have you been? Long time no see. Ooh, I'm getting bodied. Long time no see. How are you, Sam? I missed you. Gotta catch them all. True. I have every character in Genshin right now except Tinari. I also feel so bad. I don't think I'm pronouncing any of their names correctly. Like, I think it's like Tainari? Or I don't know, but I'm just like Tinari. Can't pronounce any of their names. Tinari. I think that's what it is. Let's go find these treasure chests we're missing, by the way. We are still missing a handful, because we were only like 76% exploration in this area. I've been well. How have you been? I missed you too. I'm glad you've been well. Hanging in there in the heat as well. I can imagine it's pretty hot where you live right now. But I've been doing alright myself. Just adapting to life out here on the West Coast. That's it. That's really it. Started classes again earlier this week, which was really exciting. Met my cohort. Got to talk to a lot of professors too. Funnily enough, I actually know some of the faculty as well because I've worked on thesis projects in the past. So like I've actually known a lot of the faculty here. Not a lot, but I've known a handful of the faculty here for like 2 years now actually. So that's exciting. Ready to get back to school and learn, get some knowledge. The game doesn't pronounce it correctly. Honestly, I don't even want to imagine what they sound like in English. I know, like, because I have the Japanese voice on, right? Like, Paimon says, like, Tinari, Kore. And, like, those are less bad, in my opinion. Those are the only characters I've encountered, actually, honestly, of, like, the future playables. Tinari and, Kole. Like, I haven't encountered any of the future playables. There we go. Which I do believe you encounter a bunch of them, right? I think I saw screenshots of, like, Al-Hathaim. Hathaim? I don't remember how to spell his name, honestly. I don't know if he has an I in it or not. So I don't know if it's, like, Hatham or Hathaim. Or Hatim. Nice when everyone's not a complete stranger. Yeah! I mean, I know some of the fact, but a lot of the students, like, I've never met. And, like, it's funny because these are, like, grad students, right? So, like, it's just funny that, like, there's just such a different vibe when everyone is, like, new to school and, like, new to the city. Everyone's pining so hard to, like, make friends and fit in and be cool. But a lot of people, like, their lives are already in LA or, like, they brought their lives, like, with them fully. So, like, it's a lot more of a chill vibe. It's also just, like... Oh, on the topic of earlier when I shared that story about that rude guy that was like, yeah, let me find someone who's not a Zoomer. It's funny because I was actually standing with like 4 of my classmates, and 2 of them are very obviously not Zoomers. They're like very obviously millennials. Like you look at them and you're like, yeah, you're probably in your 30s. Yeah, that guy was. I didn't think too much about it at first, but then some of my classmates that I was with, I was like, that guy was so rude. I'm like, honestly, thinking about it now, he kind of was. Like, I was trying to crack a joke, bro. Or Sampleton, I don't know if you heard, you definitely didn't hear, but the story is a couple days ago, it's like, we were in class and we were on a break, so we went outside to get some fresh air, and, like, someone about in his, like, 50s, or maybe late 40s came by, presumably, I have no idea how old they are, actually, but they were like, hey, do you know how to get to this library, because, like, campus has several libraries, so they were looking for one in specific, and I was like, sorry, I don't, unfortunately. And then I was trying to crack a joke. I was like, I don't know how to read. And he was like, oh, well, you know, I'll go find someone who knows how to help. Someone who, like, you know, not Zoomers. People know how to read. I'm like, oh my god. I'm definitely closer to Zoomer than Millennial, but I still also stand by the sentiment that, like, people, like, who are presently about 20, I'd say 23 to 26 need their own age classification. We are a very weird mixed generation. Did someone age shame you? No, I mean, kinda, not really, but I missed that. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, again, it's something I didn't really pay attention to at first because, I just in general get, like, not age shamed, but whatever. People always make comments about my age. No one knows how old I am. It's like a mad baby face, bro. People are gonna think, people are always gonna think I'm the insert youngest generation here until I'm, like, I don't know, old and raisiny, and then, you know, like, Asians don't raisin, but then there's one day that Asians suddenly become 157 years old and have so many wrinkles. Like, no one's gonna know how old I am until I hit that point, honestly. I look like a baby. I don't feel like a Zoomer. Exactly. Yeah, I don't even, like, I'll be honest, like, I recently learned what Ayo is, and I'm like, what is, like, people were always saying it. I'm like, I don't understand what this means. And then someone finally explained it to me. It's like, not explained it to me, but, like, after it, sorry, someone didn't explain it to me. I just heard so many people say it that I'm like, okay, the context seems to be, like, for example, one of my coworkers a while ago was like, your butt looks really good in those pants, and they're like, and then the proper response would be, Ayo, I think. But, like, a lot of these things I don't understand, honestly. Because also, I think that was something that classifies some. Well, the one huge classification that I've heard in general about what defines a Zoomer is they don't really remember a life without computers, right? And they don't remember a life without technology. But I'll be honest, like, I would say that I grew up with computers, because, like, by the time I was in high school and old enough to, I mean, like, for example, my sister went to high school without a computer, in a sense. Like, she had a laptop towards the end, but it was, like, a really big, bulky one, right? So my sister's a millennial, like, tail end of millennials. But, like, you know, she grew up very much so in a time without the internet, without computers. I would say, like, internet and computers became really big and popularized around maybe when I was, like, or, like, started taking off. And, like, snowballing out of control, not out of control, but snowballing into kind of what they are today. Probably around when I was in 8th grade, maybe, because I did have a computer, but I was familiar with computers basically throughout the entirety of high school, but pre-high school, I didn't really have much exposure to computers or the internet. And, like, we had a computer at home, but it's also not, like, a personal computer, right? Like, most people these days, like, even in middle school, have their own laptop, have their own computer. But, like, we had just, like, one big-ass bulky desktop for the whole family that we just kind of, like, use sometimes. It's like, oh, you have, like, something to type up, or, like, let's send an email, that's cool. Stuff like that. So, like, I wouldn't count myself as having grown up without internet and without computers, but I remember life very clearly before it. Penky is a grandma, short and old, true. I was talking about Tune Investor type, and we were discussing my work, and when my age came out, they said I was a child and ghosted me. Bruh, what a dick. Kill him. Kevin got distracted by Genji attack. Hi, Kevin. Bruh, I know, right? This guy was so bruh, honestly. I was like, I am over it. It's whatever. Like, it's not worth being bothered, but it's also just obnoxious to realize that there's people like that. but that might be because you're older than me. Sammy is an old soul. I would classify myself, or Pinky as an old soul. I haven't heard that name in a long time. I would classify myself, honestly, as like feeling a little bit on the older side compared to some of my peers, to be completely frank. Not even just because like I'm mature, but like I tend to get along usually a little bit better with people who are older than me than people who are my age or younger, honestly. Which is obviously everyone here I think is my age or like maybe a year younger, maybe a year older. We all get along fine, but I think like in undergrad in particular, like I got along really well with a lot of like master's students, or like even when I was a first year, like fourth year students, I got along with them pretty well. I didn't get along so well with my classmates. Not to say I fought or argued with them or anything, and like they hated me and I hated them. It's more just like I didn't really interact with them quite as much. For me, it was freshman year of high school. Yeah, I mean that sounds about right, honestly. Because I was saying like like freshman year of high school for you, I would have been in 10th grade, and like I said, for me it felt as if like it was around 8th grade, I think, when, for example, stuff like computer labs were really like having computer lab as a course and like doing homework on your computers, not just computers as a toy to play with and maybe practice typing on. Because I do remember actually when I was in like 5th grade we had typing classes, but that's it. That was just to practice typing at a keyboard, which is also like that part is not as new, right? It's the same thing as like oh, there's a word for it, but people who use typewriters, right? Not like secretary, but like there is a word for people who specialize, like there used to be a word, or there is a word for people who used to specialize specifically in typing on typewriters, right? Because that was a separate skill. Like that's kind of what our classes were, just like practicing typing, but like it wasn't like all right, everyone pick a president and use the internet and research them. Like not that in the slightest. And like type up your assignment on the computer, like not that in the slightest. But yeah. For me, it was about 4th, 5th grade, but could also be because I grew up on the countryside. I think, yeah, I didn't grow up particularly in the countryside, but I also didn't grow up in a big urban city. So people who grow up in cities likely have a very, very different experience, honestly. I'm a 2000s baby, but I didn't get any sort of technology till late 2017, so I don't know where I fit. I also, I will say specifically the concept of generation gaps. So the concept of Zoomer, Millennial, Boomer, whatever, I think those are all super American concepts too. Obviously generational titles are applicable pretty much to everyone, but like when people talk about a Zoomer, right, they're talking very specifically about an American Zoomer or a Western Zoomer. So maybe someone from Europe, for example, or just anyone who's consumed a lot of American media, I think. I truly don't think, it would be so weird if you walked up to a Japanese person who's like 19 and is like, you're a Zoomer. They're not gonna know what you mean. And like, what if you calling them a Zoomer is not at all correct in like this like semantic meaning of the word and the nuances. I had a computer lab in elementary school and we played math games during lunch breaks, but assignments were all written. Yeah, exactly. So like, it's not to say we grew up without technology, but we remember a time before technology evolved into kind of what it is now and how we treat it now. We never talk about it. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so I think it's particularly applicable to Zoomers and Millennials. Well, no. You know what? There's a generation between Millennial and Boomer. They got lost. They're called the Lost Generation, I think, right? Gen X? But yeah, like, when you talk about Zoomer, Millennial, Boomer, it's a pretty American term, honestly. American English term, yeah. Getting kicked off famous golf courses at 4 a.m. is how I grew up. Nice, honestly. That's a good childhood right there. Well, just barreled straight into this boss. I've also fully accepted that we are not doing this boss fight again before the end of the day, because I'm just having too much time chilling, pressing X, and chatting. You know what? No. You know what? I said I'm gonna try that boss fight one more time. I am a man of my word. I will do it. So we will grind until we'll just keep moving forward in a straight line. Not in a straight line, but we'll keep going forward through whatever doorways are in front of us until we find another save point. Then we'll go onto the world map and go back to that boss fight and try it out. Because truly, I did no damage to him. I was doing small PP damage. Like, it's not even just that he hurt a lot. I did no damage. Where I grew up is where Michael Hill's world-renowned golf course is. They do $1 million PGA tournaments and stuff. Holy shit. Golf is such a funny sport. Very much a sport of the wealthy only. You need a lot of money to be able to play golf. I mean, I guess you could play golf at its bare bones, but it's such a different experience. Like, you even just think about it from like the terrain. You need a smoothly cut lawn to play golf in general. You don't, like, that's just partially how the game works, the putting green. I vividly remember going from house to house asking if you can come out and play. Same. Like, I used to go knock on my neighbors' doors and be like, you want to ride our bikes? Like, and like, I had neighbors who had some video games, but it was also a time kind of where like, I remember the first time I played an Xbox. I must have been 14 maybe, and I didn't entirely understand what I was doing either, and then after a little, it was cool. We were playing Halo or something, one of the Halo games. And it was, oh, there's also, I think I saw a save point, no. It was cool, for sure, but I also do remember at some point, I'm like, I was like, you want to go play ping pong instead or something? I didn't understand it. This is a very clear memory. Oh, here, it is a save point. I grew up in the richest county in the USA, but our schools were still underfunded. We have low-income housing right next to a mall for famous people. Wealth distribution in the US of A is also a very interesting topic. Pool is a goated game. I want a pool table. Pool is also very fun. I'm so bad at pool, though. Neuro, are you good at pool? You wanna teach me how to play? You wanna dunk on me? Hello, let me land. Oh, triangle. I keep pressing the wrong button. Entryway. What's entryway? Let's go to Castletown. It's this way, I think, right? Alright, let's... is this correct? I think it is. I'm not 100% certain. No, this is towards the other boss. We gotta go back. I'm not gonna lie, I actually have a pretty hard time remembering where I am a lot in Kingdom Hearts in particular, and I get a little bit lost. More so in this game than other games for some reason. I don't know why. I'm so bad at pool, but I love play. Yo, let's 1v1 me? Let's see who's worse at pool. I'm so bad at the game. I've hit balls off the table before. Like, fully off the table. XD. Oh, entryway must be here. Okay. XD. Yeah, I should have just come here then. I didn't realize. I thought I got them mixed up. I thought entryway was like where Merlin was, because like that's where we entered the world at first. I loved playing pool in the dorms every night. You had a. Oh wait, my dorm also had a pool table. I just forgot about it. All right.
I can see you. Gotcha now. I can see you.
Okay, I'm actually doing a lot of damage to him now. Doing about twice as much as damage as I was to him at the first time. Like, what am I supposed to do about this attack? I don't know. Which dorm were you in? I was in Brittany first year. Other years, I was in the one in Chinatown. I don't remember the name of it. Oh, Lafayette, that was the name. And then I moved out. I believe all the dorms honestly have pool tables though. Like, they all had a rec room, right? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? Honestly, just like, I can only parry in one direction, so... I guess try and guard against it. Oh, my leg is itchy.
Fire!
Wow, okay, so actually straight up just pressing square against this guy is the key to the entire boss fight. And he is pretty weak actually to magic. I hate that attack. I don't know what to do. Like, if I don't guard at the beginning, then I get stun locked the entire time. She wasn't there north than Lafayette for a year and a half. Were we at Lafayette at the same time? I don't remember. I didn't know you very well, I think, in like those years though either. It was only until like my 4th year that I felt like I really knew who you were.
I can see you. You better start running.
So, okay, that one where he just runs around real fast and does the fucking Lucian ulti at my face, I just need to, like, be able to recognize the start of that attack. I parried 2 cycles there. How come it didn't hit him sometimes? Oh, just run like a bitch. Where's my cure? Where's my cure? Oh my god, I don't have a cure?
I can see you. I can see you.
Oh my god, I think I forgot to put it back on the deck. It's fine.
Take this! Freeze! Fire! Take this!
Fucking Lucian ulti!
Heal! I can see you.
And I have Leaf Bracer now, so...
I can see you. Gotcha now.
My D-Link is running out with Aqua, please! Can you just attack me like a normal human or person?
Let's go. Freeze! Fire!
He's pretty weak to magic. It actually stuns him a little bit.
Heal! Reload! Freeze! Fire! Come on!
Oh my god, move! Oh my god, I'm about to run out of D-Link with Aqua.
I can see you.
Oh my god, will I get one more cure off? Oh my god, 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 no! Aqua, don't leave me!
I can see you.
No! She just barely left. Monkey. Or one shot. No! He's also one shot! I'm so mad. Too bad we could have partied. True. Let's go. Just go back in time, Fivehead. But yeah, it depends on what year you were in Loft though, because I was only there for like 3 semesters. Okay, that was really close. We should try and save Aqua until we really need cures, but yeah. I don't know why though. First phase of parries that time, it didn't do damage to him. Like he reflected it for some, not reflected it, but he blocked it somehow. Okay, we're getting close.
Fire! Take this! Want some? Take this!
I hate this move. Like if I don't dodge it at the beginning, then like I can't do anything about it. I also hate this first phase because it's like, holy crap, you're wasting 10 seconds of my time. I've always said this about Kingdom Hearts bosses, but I really don't enjoy how much of a time waste and sink they can be. It's like, I understand the pattern. Why are you making me do it for 13 minutes?
I can see you.
Same thing with Genshin, right? Unnecessarily large HP bars. Oh, move! Move, move, move! Can he stop blinking everywhere?
Fire! Take this!
Fucking Lucian ulti! It always curves a specific way though, so that's nice.
Want some?
No.
I can see you. Got you now.
No, no, dash, you idiot! Oh.
You better start running.
I'm pretty sure I can like parry these two, but I don't think it's worth it.
Thunder.
So when he lands, this move is actually, it's a really good opportunity to stun him, but I'm not close enough at first, so.
Come on.
Holy crap. No, why are we using D-Link when he does this? I hate this. This is a waste of so much D-Link.
Got you now.
I actually hate this attack cycle with a passion.
You better start running.
That's half my D-Link right there. Like, what the fuck?
Freeze. Come on. Heal.
We might be able to get 2 cures off then if we do it now.
Okay. Freeze. Thunder. Got you now.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to. That's good. Might as well, because we're gonna run out of D-Link with Aqua.
You better start running. Fire! Take this!
Ow.
Reload. Take this. Fire.
We need to use focus, the shot lock too, honestly. Maybe I should try and use it early. Save Aqua for the very end if I can. Or just like, use it to avoid taking so much damage, right?
You're done. Let's go.
No, 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 if I get hit by these, I'm so dead. We actually have a chance of winning now if we can just dodge all of those.
Gotcha now. I can see you. Gotcha now.
Let's fucking go. Despite despising that one attack where he basically shot locks me, kind of, but without the targeting, that was actually a pretty interesting fight. I kind of actually enjoyed that a bit more than a lot of boss fights. One of the... I mean, for me in Kingdom Hearts, fights are either like... Oh, that's how he gets the scar! GG, easy, EG. So good at game. Holy shit, he just bounded away like a bunny.
Well done, Terra. You have taken yet another step forward.
No.
But I was consumed by anger.
Sus.
Hatred. That was the power of darkness.
Darkness that you channeled.
No. I succumbed to it. Just like when I stole Princess Aurora's Heart of Light. I can never return home now. I'm a failure.
Then don't. You could be my pupil. Master Ericus, you see, is so afraid of darkness that he too has succumbed. Not to darkness, but to light.
Right.
It shines so bright, he forgets that light begets darkness. And Aqua and Ventus, their lights shine too bright. It is only natural that they cast shadows on your heart. Ericus is such a fool. Light and darkness, they are a balance. One that must always be maintained. Terra, you are the one who shows the true mark of mastery, but he refuses to see it. And I know why. It is because he fears you. Join me. You and I can do the world's much greater good by wielding light and darkness in equal shares.
Master Xehanort.
See more worlds. Seek out the darkness that upsets the balance. Find Vanitas and bring an end to him. Master Terra.
Sus. This guy was totally faking the whole thing. Dark Volley. Give it your hate to it. Might do be getting darkness though. Pinky, important question. What is the Splat 3 outlook for the channel, if I may ask?
Take me with you.
I want to play it so badly. I haven't downloaded the demo yet. Maybe I'll stream the demo or something. Oh, wow, that was gross. Sorry.
I just... When I really need you, Vin.
On Monday?
Well, why wouldn't I? You're my friend.
Yeah. You're right. Thanks, Vin.
Sorry, someone just sent me a message at everyone, something about they're setting up, one of my friends are trying to set up an event. But, yeah, maybe I'll stream the demo on Monday. My Switch is dead, though, I have to charge it first. XD. But yeah, I actually don't know if I'll be able to get Splatoon 3 when it first comes out. Not gonna lie. The shmoneys do be hurting a little after moving across the country and trying to save up every cent for that tuition moment. So, I don't even know when I'll be able to buy.
I didn't sign up to be collateral damage.
When I'll buy Splatoon 3, but at least I can play the demo. That's a start.
Okay, fine. Just
also, yeah, we all knew this guy was sus.
You still need me. You still need me to do something, right? And all I'm asking is that you hold.
Have you played Splat 3 yet, Sam? Are you gonna play the Splatfest this weekend? I think it's this weekend, right? Yeah. Or like, I think it only lasts this weekend, right? I know it's this. I know it started today, but I don't know how long it lasts. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just lucky you didn't steal my heart like Princess, whatever it was. That would have ruined my week for sure.
Unlikely. A powerful light still lives inside of Terra. You see, people like him, they don't have the power to steal hearts.
So wait, you mean he's not the one who stole her heart?
Vanitas. I'm gonna get the demo. Ooh, we should maybe, again, like I said, I might do it for stream on Monday. We should stream the demo together. That's valid. Unrelated, but give me your address. No! Do not send me anything! No! Everyone should save their shmonies. I haven't played in a minute. It's a game I really only play with friends. This is true, honestly. Yeah. Same deal. Like, the last time I played Splatoon was literally Splatoon stream, and I suspect, right, Sam, the last time you played Splatoon was the last Splatoon stream. I mean, not to say I'm the only person you play with, but I feel like as if I don't know if you had any friends even beforehand who played it that much. Me trying to do nice things for my friends. Yeah, don't do nice things for me. Grr, like, punch me in the face. Tell me that I will never achieve any of my goals in life and that I'm stupid. Say it right now, you won't, cowards. I feel like Nuru is about to chime in. Say something nice for yourself. Oh my god, wait, Mr. L, legit, you redeemed one of these like 2 hours ago, and I saw it, but I was actually responding to someone else's comment, so you get 2. Fuck, how do I say nice things about myself? Oh my god, I've been countered. I got pretty good time management skills, honestly. Yeah. You know, I very rarely leave my assignments due for the very last day, or the day before, because I know how bad that feels. And I don't like feeling bad, honestly. And I get stressed out pretty easily, so I try to not stress myself out too much by just, like, making sure I do stuff bit by bit. You know, I had some homework assigned on Tuesday. It's due next Tuesday. I've done a little bit every single day. Okay, that's not true. But I've done, you know, I've worked on, like, the assignments for, like, you know, 30 minutes on Thursday, 30 minutes yesterday. I'm gonna give it another 30 minutes on Sunday, and it'll be done by Monday. Or Tuesday, I guess, you know? What's another nice thing about myself? I mean, I guess tangentially related to, I don't, like, have pretty good time management skills. I take, you know, decent care of myself, you know? I bought my groceries yesterday, even though, like, at the end of the day after work, I was like, I kind of just want to go home, but I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna go buy groceries because then I'm gonna feel real bad tomorrow if I don't have groceries. And hey, guess what? I feel good today that I have groceries, so... Was that two nice things about myself? The second one, I go grocery shopping, yeah. You want to achieve your goals in life if those goals pertain to me not getting your address from you. That's not my goal in life, though. That's your goal in life. Nuru, threatening smile. Yeah, everyone go donate to me. No, I'm kidding. Please don't. Oh my god, not like this. Also, we need to save. I just realized we did not save after fighting that guy. Or there was no save point because of the cutscene. Wait, no, no, no. No, wait. How do I delete the... Do I even have a donation panel? I don't think I do. Wait, I must, because Nuru donated to me before. Nuru, everyone should thank Nuru for... Oh, that is Twitch. Nuru was the one who funded, like, my new monitor. Stop shilling, so greedy. I know, right? Honestly, yeah, you should be like, Panky, you're greedy. Get a job like the rest of us. Yeah. I shilled myself so hard with the modathon. I hate shilling. I mean, the thing is, though, that wasn't really for yourself, right? That was for an event. That was for a cause. Pengy's job is my personal clown. Yeah, where's my paycheck, actually? I'm your circus, remember? Alright, we'll just chill on this screen because it is 3. I kind of, you know, we can chat a bit. I'm just so happy to be able to stream again after a month and 1 day. It's so nice to see you all again, honestly. Like, a few weeks ago, it was like 2 weeks ago that I told Life Iris, like, I really want to stream again. I miss streaming. And he's like, wow, why the sudden urge to stream? And I was like, well, I've been feeling this way, like, because it was like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, I've been feeling this way since like the last 2 weeks without my PC. And he was like, oh, it just feels like you never talk about it. And it's like one of the, or like, I never mentioned it before. And it was like one of those things where it's like, you very subtly miss it. And then, but like, you know, it's not like something that is like oh, maybe if you're in a long distance relationship and it's really obvious when you're like, I miss my SO. It wasn't like that, but it's like one of those things where it's just like, you get home, you look at the capture card on your desk, and you're like, I want to stream. I miss streaming, you know? It's like that. Pro streamer, streamer addiction. I know, I need help, seek therapy. But yeah, no, because I mean, streams are fun. Streams are just like for the chill homies. Like, I'm not out here to become the, like, famous. I really don't want to be famous. The concept of being famous actually kind of scares me. I don't want to be known. But, it's just nice to chat. That's another thing that that's been, like, dawning on me in the last, like, not dawning, but, like, something that I've been feeling, because I moved to LA 3 weeks ago, and, like, honestly, like, I was telling, like, I mean, it just feels as if there's a slight, I don't know how to describe it. There's, like, a slight feeling of, like, I don't want to necessarily describe it as loneliness, but it's also like new kid in town starting school, and it's like, hot damn, like, I, like, very much so just left, like, where my life was for 6 years. All my friends were there. I knew the city well, and, like, that's home, but it's like, home is different now. Home is new, so it's more just like a, being able to stream again is really comforting as I'm adjusting to my new surroundings. I felt a little pressure when I suddenly got a lot of viewers when doing my maidenless run on Twitch. Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny because, like, truthfully speaking, like, why would you stream on Twitch if you're not trying to get viewers, right? But the thing is, like, or, like, why would you stream? Why would you make any content post on the internet if you're not trying to get views? That's just, like, kind of how it'd be. Unless, like, for example, I don't know, you're just uploading some video that you want to show your friend. But, like, even if you make, like, or you want to send a video to your friend and you can't, like, send it via Discord or Messenger because the file's too big, so you just upload to YouTube and send them a link. Even so, though, like, any kind, like, you're still doing it to get a view of some sort. And, like, same thing. Like, when I started streaming on Twitch, obviously I wanted views, right? Obviously I wanted people to see the stream and come by. But it's not like as if the end goal is to become really famous Twitch streamer and, like, big channel where, like, the messages all go so fast and you need to turn slow-mo on. Slow mode, not slow-mo. But it's just, like, a place to meet homies and have some interesting intellectual discussions at, in the chat. Immediately followed by me going, HP, nom nom. I stream on Twitch to bully you in Breath of the Wild. True, fair enough. We should do bingo again soon. Like Breath of the Wild bingo. But yeah, it is truly really nice to be able to stream again. Very, very sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I missed you all. Okay, no more mushy gushy. Testosterone! I might stream again when I move because my sister won't be around to play games with me anymore. Aww. Yeah. We should play games. Although, I'm not gonna lie, as of late, like, I think, especially in the last, like, 4 months, as well as I was getting really busy and, just with, like, work, and then as well as getting ready for the move. Oh my god, I had such little bandwidth to play any games other than just, like, League and Genshin, like, really easy, familiar things to just, like, go on autopilot. I didn't want to play anything different, I didn't want to play anything new. That's really it. Ooh woo, posture check. I'm actually standing right now. Get fucked, bitch. Although I need to get a longer cable for my second monitor because if I try to move the table higher than it is now, the monitor thing will get slightly unplugged and like loose, and then the monitor will turn off. Because I now actually have a proper computer stand. Because one of my monitors is bigger than my other one, so they're not even. And so before I used to just have the one monitor on the table, like, well, both the monitors were just flat on the table, but then they'd be uneven, like they wouldn't be at the same eye height. But when I moved here, I went home one more time before I moved to California, and I actually had like a little dedicated laptop stand, so I brought that with me, and so now I have my second monitor propped on it. So at least now the two top edges are even with each other. It's good to play alone sometimes, too. Honestly, yeah, I like playing games by myself. Did you guys know I seriously considered being like, what if I started streaming Genshin? Especially, you know, with the new patch dropping, but I'm like, no, that can lead to a recipe for disaster, truthfully. Because, like, at least the Genshin sweaties are, like, not non-existent, but, like, there's less now, right? I remember, Kevin, you streamed it when it first came out, right? And you had a lot of people coming in and backseating. But, like, I don't think those people are... Not to say they don't exist, but they're less vocal. Because Genshin in general is a less relevant game now, right? So there's fewer people just seeking random channels to hop on and play with because there's fewer people playing the game. So... But then I'm like, yeah, streaming Genshin might just be a recipe for disaster. Maybe I'll do a Spiral Abyss stream. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it one day. Just for the fun. Maybe I'll stream League just for the fun, but people who don't know how to play League are not gonna know what the fuck is going on. Also, people are gonna flame me for playing locked view like 90% of the time. Eesh. I only unlock when I need to, like, do important stuff. Why not both? You know, good point. Well, League is... I think there is a little bit of a problem streaming League on, like, a small variety channel, though, because League is a pretty incomprehensible game if you don't know how League doesn't work. I've had a lot of annoying chatters, TBH. Yeah. Someone got banned in my Discord because they're insulting me in my videos. Yeah. That's another reason I don't, like, I truly never want to be famous. Like, it would be nice to be kind of known and appreciated and do something meaningful that has an impact on whatever product or whatnot that I'm working on, but, like, I truly don't ever want to be in the position where I would be recognized in a supermarket. Or, like, if it happens, it, like, happens once in a lifetime, right? Like, I bet most of you could not even, like, recognize some of the most famous game designers of all time, right? Or stuff like that. But, like, I don't ever want to be, you know, fucking Taylor Swift. She probably steps out of her house and needs a whole fleet of bodyguards, and, like, people are just taking a picture of her as she, like, sticks her hand out the doorway to get her newspaper or something like that. I'd never ever want to achieve that level of fame. That is horrifying. But I'm sorry you had to go through that, Kevin, and I hope you're doing okay. Message me afterwards if you want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, it's also okay, but I do know, like, harassment of, like, popular figures is just such a... It's so messed up, because, one, you're in a parasocial relationship, which is weird to begin with, and two, I mean, parasocial relationships are weird to begin with, but two, it's even weirder that you're bullying them. Right? Like, I will say, like, sometimes I've had experiences where people get a little too comfortable with me, right? And, like, I'm not even like a famous person, but people will, like, call me by my name and DM me, and that's why I, like, changed all my branding, not branding, but, like, all my names on, like, Twitter and everything, and, like, deleted everyone I don't know that found me through streaming, like, on Instagram. I changed it to Pengy, because I'm like, yeah, no, this is really weird, like, I very much appreciate you coming to hang around and stream. I like you as a person, considering I've never met you. You're nice in stream and you're nice to talk to, but it is a little uncomfortable, honestly, when you very unsolicitedly, like, call me by my name and just DM me and ask for my opinion on something when our only interactions have maybe been, like, 2 times on stream. You came by, said hi, and we played a game of Splatoon together, something like that. It's yeah, again, parasocial. It's a little strange. And again, those are friendly interactions. Like, I don't dislike any of these people at all, and I don't mean it as in, like, you guys are weird and rude for invading my personal life. But, again, people on the internet. Gotta be careful with that. From my perspective and your perspective, like, not even just to say, like, you're intruding on my personal bubble, but, for example, what if you were to say something... What if I were to say something incredibly personal and uncomfortable to you? Like, or incredibly personal or weird to you, and you feel uncomfortable? Like, it's parasocial it can be parasocial in both directions. It's just more common, like, for the, like, person who's, like, live streaming to be a little bit more on the receiving end of it, because, like, they have, like, they're talking to more people at once, kind of. Yeah, I get a lot of shit in my YouTube comments. I've noticed, I've seen some of, like, the comments, like, on opening the video. I'm just like, don't bully my man's Kevin! He's buff, he'll beat you up. Oh, I do get people in my Twitter DMs quite a bit, too, yeah. Me inviting Penny to play board games in the privacy of her own home so she gets recognized IRL. You wouldn't. I feel comfy DMing you, but still weird calling you by name. Yeah, honestly, I only call you by name, like, kind of when I'm talking to, like, friends and, like IRL friends, like, not just, like, on Discord, or, like, when I talk about you in stream, I'm just like, yeah, so Nuru said this thing. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, call you by your name. But yeah, remember that time you met my teammates and I'm like, what do I call you? You know what? I'm just gonna... And they were, afterwards they were like, Pengy, and I was like, shh, don't worry about it. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's levels of it too, because, for example, like, I think everyone here, I've also kind of known you guys for a minimum. Oh my god, even you knew I've known you for 2 years now. And, like, right, Kevin and Sam, we've met in real life, but, like, Neuro, like, it's not as if you're just one random person that shows up, like, once every 6 months and says, like, kind of, you know, quote-unquote parasocial stuff. Like, we chat. We're homies, right? 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 Okay. Well, you know, we're homies, right? And, like, I want to go to New Zealand and meet you, but that's not true for every single person that comes by and talks, and it's nothing against you guys. It's, again, like, for the most part, people who come by here are extremely pleasant. I can only really remember, like, 2 extremely unpleasant experiences with like, I hate the word viewer, but like people that came by, and they kind of just never came by again. So like it's really not an issue. It's more just like a thing of like, do you come around more often? Do we have overlapping interests that result in us like playing other games together at other times, right? Like it's those kinds of things, as opposed to maybe someone who's just coming by and just likes chatting, and just likes watching me and be an absolute buffoon on the internet as I play games and literally am incapable of platforming. And like that's okay too. Again, nothing against these people. It's just, as I always say, people on the internet, you gotta be a little careful in how you treat other people and how other people treat you as well. Also, sorry, you don't want me to call your real name in chat. I would prefer not, truthfully, yeah. Just because, again, I used to be okay with it, but then it got to a point where, like, yeah, no, it's weird when people at me on, like, a Instagram post and be like, yo, Sammy, this is so funny. I'm like, I don't know you. You're a really nice person, but I don't know you, and I don't know if I feel comfortable with you just, like, calling me by my name very randomly in an Instagram post, honestly. Man, it doesn't feel like 2 years. Yeah, we homies, we ride together. Ride or die, baby. Thank you for letting me know. I remember it was you saying it was okay before. It was okay, yeah, like a really long time ago. Because of what? I started streaming in like in March 2020, and to be fair, you've been here since the very beginning. But like, honestly, it was within those first couple months that I was just like, yeah, please don't call me by my name. Just to be, and like, again, fairness to everyone. And same thing, well, Kevin, like I feel like, I think, like, I guess I never asked, so it's not fair either, but it gives a, like, I get the impression that you're okay with being kind of called Kevin on the internet. But like, people like Eon or Samp or like Life Virus, like I know them all in real life, but I've like did immediately kind of transition to not calling them by their names either because, you know, feels like we all exist in this virtual space, and if we don't want that to overlap with our like IRL real selves, like that's also fine. And it's not to say like a, again, two-way road of separation, like not even saying like, oh, you know, like me in real life is not good enough for you, so you gotta call me by my internet name. But it's also like, oh, I want this internet, like this internet personality is like who I am too, in a different way. And like this is a part of myself that I don't get to show in my real life either. It's just really just a separation, kind of existing in the virtual space. Very poetic. Also, Lulu, hi, Lulu. Oh my god, I'm your number one fan. Will you sign my arm? How you doing, Kyoto? I haven't said that in such a long time. I get the Rousey voice. You always get the Rousey voice. My name is part of my brand. I kind of want to shift to rebranding to just my IRL name. I mean, go ahead. Everyone. It's funny because, oh my god, we're so overtime right now, but you know, I'm just having a chill time. It's funny because, I talked about this with some of my classmates because some of them are international Chinese students and they have very, very hard to pronounce names within how English phonetics work, right? So it's hard for people who don't speak Mandarin to pronounce their names. So a lot of like Chinese students will pick English names to make things easier. And like one of my classmates was like, I don't know though. I really like, I don't know if I want to be called by my Chinese name or my English name. And I was like, truthfully, it's really nice of you to pick the English name, and if you want the English name, if you like the English name, if you prefer the English name, then by all means be called the English name, but you shouldn't feel as if you need to pick the English name because it'll be easier for other people. And like, she did bring up a good point in the sense of like, well, you know, like if you want to create a brand, like sometimes you can't really get away with hard to pronounce names. Like for example, there's one design school in Singapore, it's called FZD, and like if you go on their website, like, it just says FZD everywhere. FZD, FZD. It stands for Feizo something, I think. Fei Zeng. A little bit hard to pronounce. So, I think they're trying to hide that part of their brand, right? Because FZD is a lot easier to say for everyone. And they're a very famous design school, so they're trying to, like, establish a reputation. So, it is harder, no matter what, harder to establish a reputation if you have a hard to pronounce name. And hard to pronounce is a very... It's like from an English point of view, because English is just the standard language right now in the world, right? English is the most widely spoken language. And like, quote, quote, the most, quote, quote, powerful language. but at the same time, I was like, I simply, like, if people tell you your name is too hard to pronounce, tell them to shut the fuck up. And you know, honestly, I'm tempted to walk up to every English person and just grossly mispronounce their name without making an effort even to, like, try it. Fortunately, I live in an urban city, and we live in a time where people are more open to being like, I will try and pronounce your name correctly. But, like, for example, 30 years ago, that's a very different situation, right? Not many people would be willing to do that. Like, I am lucky in that, like I have a pretty easy to pronounce English name, and just easy to pronounce name in general too. And again, we live in an age where people are more receptive to people with hard to pronounce names. But truthfully, if I ever were to hear someone say your name is too hard to pronounce, can I, like, demanding you pick another name? I mean, I guess it's like, I honestly just want to grossly mispronounce every English name, right? Like, I want to walk up to someone named Michael and be like, Mikeel. It was weird reading an article and not having my work credited to having my work credited to Lekev Dev and not Kevin Ray. That is, yeah, that's, I think, kind of fair. I mean, or not fair, but again, you're just like, it's time to rebrand, Kevin. Go off, yes. I have so many opinions about this because, yeah. I mean, also the inverse is really funny. It actually happened recently because my cousin, her English name, she picked Ariel. And that's really, really hard. And, okay, so just context as well. In Taiwan, actually, it's really common to pick an English name. But, like, even when speaking amongst Taiwanese peers, like, they'll call you by your English name. Like, that's really common in Taiwan. So my cousin, Ariel, she picked the name Ariel. And it was actually kind of hard for some people to say, because of how phonetics work in Mandarin. Like, it'd be like Ariel, or like they can't say the R and L very well, so it'd be like Ariel. So she a couple years ago, she actually tried to transition to the name Anna because it's easier to say, but I think it didn't really stick because, again, her name is Ariel. That's her name, and like, even if like Ariel like isn't right, like they're trying, and it's her name, and it's so. Might as well just go with it as long as she's like, you know, she's not getting upset that they can't pronounce it because they're trying. So it's just funny to hear that example in the inverse, right? Because it's always like English people not being able to pronounce non-English names. We have Asians now who can't pronounce English names. Anyways, I've gone off on so many tangents today. Holy shit, it is 3:20. I do actually have some shit I need to get done because I have a meeting at 5. When I've pronounced one of my best friend's names wrong for years, unknowingly. Oh? It really do be like that. Did they ever correct you, or just like, did you just hear someone else pronounce it differently one day and you're like, oh my god? Because it's always so awkward too. I always hate correcting people because people always try and give me different nicknames. And I'm like, please don't call me that, honestly. Like, this is, like, I mean, my full name, I don't even use it. I already use a nickname, but then people try and give me another nickname. And I'm like, please don't. I really don't like being called that. Just call me by my nickname, please. One of my Indian coworkers told me that he dropped, like, 3 of his last names in some flight his first name when he moved to New Zealand. Yeah. And, like, it's weird because, again, I feel like it's so rare to come across someone with an attitude these days where it's like, your name is too hard to pronounce. Can you just, like, change it to something English? Like, that's not really a common attitude that you find these days. But at the same time, like, I don't, like, it is also fair to just also say, like, I can't really pronounce your name. Like, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it properly. Like, is there any way we can, like, compromise on this? Like, I think that's a really totally fair thing, because, again, like, the phonetics, how phonetics work in various languages just don't allow for sounds that exist in other languages. Do just how it be. But I think as long as, like, I'm having a stroke. It is, like, an interesting thing to tackle, though, because, again, very few people these days are like, your name is wrong, pick an English name, you know, no one's like that. But this just be how linguistics works. This map music is perfect for deep post-stream chats. We have our chat has been all over today. I'm having such a good time. Please go and good luck with your meeting. Thank you. I need to write up some documents real quick just so I can reference it to show other people because engineering stuff is pain, but not that bad. I got an hour and a half. I saw it spelled phonetically on their profile and it was slightly differently. Our tongues are trained to do different things. Yeah. You know, again, with like, for example, the Ariel thing. Can't blame my Taiwanese relatives for not being able to pronounce the R sound very well because that's just how it is. That hard R sound just does not exist in Mandarin like that. So it's hard for them. As long as we can all accept the differences. Thank you for streaming. Missed you, Fangy. Despite us playing games together. Yeah, I'm so happy to be back. Woo! Yeah! Anyways. Thanks everyone for coming by. I'm so excited to be back. And I'm so excited to say with full certainty that the next stream will indeed be on Monday. Fact, not fiction. And then the stream after that will be on Thursday. Woo! Stable stream schedule again. 3 times a week streams again. Woo! So I'm so excited to be back. Thanks again guys for coming, or thanks guys for coming back again and hearing me ramble for almost 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours now. And yeah, take care guys. Have a good weekend. Have a good day. Catch you all on Monday. Bye. Did I save? Uh-oh. We've been chatting for like 20 minutes. Or no, 4 minutes. Wait, it was 5:60. Okay, JK. Okay, bye.